folks. All right, we're here. We're hungover. We're disheveled. We're queer.
I'm
we're
hungover, dude. I'm
Same.
feeling it.
But this is the only show in history where being hungover is appropriate and kind of normal.
Yeah, it's one of those. We're doing a day pod today, day drinking pod, and I was like, "Fuck, I got to drink something I didn't touch last night," and I touched a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You ever like look and you're like, "What can I?" I tequila. I did gin. I did vodka. I'm kind of like I gotta. So I'm going with a light. I'm doing a little Campari. It's a pint glass version of it, but it's a Campari soda. Simple, very effeminate drink, but yeah, I'm trying to ease my way back in. It's 4 p.m., you know?
That's like, what's that guy? It's like a Chaz Bono of drinks. It's just easing in. You're transitioning easily, slowly in. Because Campari is like a liqueur almost, right? It's not actually a liquor.
Yeah, it's like 20%. It's not super strong, but it gives you enough to get in. I like to ease my way back in. It's
like bitters. I think bitters has just a touch of jizz in it, just a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah, a little bit of jizz.
That's the way to do it. Like Sprite with some gingers, and you're back in, but you're not shit faced.
I love it. How about you? What are you doing?
I'm taking it easy, and I'm in Austin, so I've been boozing. I've been drinking tequila all weekend, eating queso. I've been shitting blood. This town is just alive and bubbling up at the seams, and so I got a nice light Modelo here. You know, a nice Mexican beer. Probably one of my favorites with the gold tie. I hate Modelo, but I love Especial.
Oh, you don't like the Negro Modelo?
I mean, I like it, but it's just black and dark and heavy. This is just light and airy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
classic.
But they were saying the same shit at the Capitol. Anyway.
Yeah, it's too dark out there. We got to make some changes. But yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, this is perfect actually. I was like walking, I'm taking a nice little stroll in the rain as it's coming down hard on me. Got a little massage.
Woo!
Help the old neck. The neck will go out. Trigger point massage therapy, man. It's painful, but it gets the job done.
It does. It releases toxins. There's all these studies that like everybody should be getting massage. My dumb childhood, my evil brain, I cannot walk into a rub and tug I can do, but a massage I can't do. I feel guilty.
Just look at it like it's like a doctor. Look at it like it's have you ever been to a chiropractor?
No, never.
Oh man, I've done that. It's hilarious. Some of them I feel like do nothing.
Yes. I can crack my own back. I get on a chair. I do this. I do the twist move.
I saw one guy once, and he was just like standing in the corner, and he just like ran into me, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" That hurt, and he was like, "Yeah, well, I gotta level it out." And he was like, "Oh, all right, you just fucking." It was like a defensive end running into me, where I'm like, "It just fucking hurt."
Yeah, I got CTE now. You cunt. What the hell? I mean, I don't know. Chiropractor, is that expensive? It seems like such a weird gig. Well, they pop your elbow and you give them $50,000.
There's this one dude in LA that saved my ass. He's a good chiropractor, Dr. Cole in Culver City. He's jacked. He was Studio City, not Culver City, not close at all. But he was like he'd call. You don't trust him because he came in with like a sleeveless shirt. He was shredded. He called me bro, and you're like, what doctor? What doctor talks like this? You know,
right, Dr. Chad.
His name is actually Doug.
Oh, Doug is perfect.
Yeah, but he's incredible, dude. He saved I've sent people to him and they're like, yeah, that guy is a game changer.
All right. I mean, hey, look, acupuncture, I still don't know if I believe in yet. I'm still on the fence on CBD, but people swear by chiropractors, so maybe I'll try
Acupuncture, yeah, they'll do the cupping on you. Yeah, all the athletes do that shit. And then I'm kind of like, what am I doing that I need the same treatment as Michael Phelps? Maybe it's like I'm just
smoking weed, I guess.
That's
about the only similarity. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how athletes do it. I don't know how they play. I mean, I know they have access to the best healing and doctors and all that stuff, but I know they're on a special jet usually, but they're still 7 feet. They're still just played 40 minutes. Yeah. And it's physical, and then you land and you got to play. I mean, it's fucking hard, man.
It's a nightmare. Then you got to train on top of that. And didn't some football player just shoot his wife and his kids and himself?
Yeah,
I mean, they're all fucked up.
I don't know if he had CTE. I didn't see that yet, but yeah, that's what's going down. That was like Aaron Hernandez, man. He had the advanced CTE. Junior Seau told himself CTE. It's like, you got to look into that shit. Well, it's problem. I don't know enough about it, but I do feel like, based on this, is probably might come off as ignorant, but I feel like MMA must be much safer than the NFL, because it's every few months you're fighting. Like, you train, but if you're an NFL, the thing, if you're an offensive lineman, all you do is like crack helmets all day.
Exactly. All day. And you in the training, in the game, you hear that smash. And at least with UFC, they stop it. You've never seen a ref come in and go, all right, he's tackled. You got him. You know, it's just pile up by 8 guys. You know, they're all 300 pounds. And the cool thing about UFC is they at least will say it, like, I got to stop fighting because I want to keep my brain. I got kids. I want to hang out with my kids. So they'll actually admit it, like, yeah, I'm getting punched in the face. This is bad news.
But sometimes you see him, man. Like, I don't know if Holyfield is going to fight again, but I remember I had Holyfield when I had a sports show on my show, and I'm like, this dude fought professionally for like 30 years.
Crazy.
I can't imagine what that. And he was a bruiser. That was his whole thing. Yes. He's like, I'm the guy who's going to stay in it.
Right. And he did he hear you? He only has one ear.
I think he was probably I think he was like a little slow, but he also we'd make jokes. I remember we opened it with Stavros, and I'm like, we have a new opponent who you've never faced, and Stavros just ran in and ripped his shirt off and was like, and he was laughing. He was being silly with us too. So
that's great.
But he's such a legend. You're just kind of like, oh man, it's like I'm in the presence of like one of the best ever.
Of course.
You just feel that. They just walk with that, you know?
He beat Tyson. I mean, what kind of mind state do you have to be in to see Mike Tyson and go, oh, I can beat that guy? That is insane. And he beat him.
Yeah. Well, Tyson was crazy. He had that stretch out of the gate. That was just.
He's like 5'8", 5'7". He's just a tank. And that he's got that torque. I mean, terrifying human being.
So scary.
Brownsville, Brooklyn.
So you're in Austin. How are the shows?
Oh my God. I can't even get into it because they've been so great. We sold out every show. We added a show Sunday. It just sold out. Again, it's at 25% capacity, which is not a big brag here, but it still feels good.
But like, there's demand. There's demand. And that excitement is, and you feel that from the crowd. Like, I was at the Cellar all weekend. I'm like, oh, I feel an energy, man, for sure.
Yes. And I got to say, if this is what 25% of the Paramount Theater feels like, I can't even imagine at 100. It's got to be just booming laughs.
I opened for Aziz there once, and it was pretty special. It was pretty damn cool.
Oh, yeah. And just great. It's one of those cool cities where, like, you're on 6th Street, you're on Congress, everybody's up and at 'em. There's a guy on stilts, there's a drag queen on a unicycle, and a frat guy puking. And then you go in the theater, and it's from 1915. The Marx Brothers, Charlie Chaplin have been here, and it's beautiful and ornate. And you're like, wow, right outside is like a guy doing heroin.
It's so funny. You just see like frat douches, and then you walk in, they're like, Elvis fucked someone in this broom closet right here. They've got all this weird history.
Exactly. I know. And it's so pretty in there. It's cool how showbiz works. Then you do these shows, you get these applauses, you high five everybody, go outside, and then you become just as degenerate as the other guys.
It is pretty weird, man. You're up there and it's like, you feel like, man, this is so kind of, I don't want to say dignified, but you're in a theater. There is something kind of dignified about that. And then you're like, oh yeah, but I'm not a theater person.
Right. Yeah. There's a chandelier, a box seat. I'm like, I'm not that guy. Yeah. I got a mixed drink in the green room, and I just took a shit, a diarrhea. I'm talking about my dick on stage, but there is an eloquence to it.
I remember when Ray Romano I think he did Radio City or some great New York theater. I forgot which one, but he had a line where he's like, I think I'm the first person to ever say anal leakage in here.
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a great, because
he was at the Cellar. He was at the Cellar all weekend too.
Wow. Nicest comic. Hands down, nicest comic I've ever met.
I'm on stage upstairs. There's the upstairs and the downstairs of the Cellar. And I hear this booming applause to the point that it kind of disrupted my set for a second. And I was like, I'm a little upset I didn't get that ovation. And everyone starts cheering like crazy, like, being fun. So they trying to outdo downstairs. And then I get off stage, I go downstairs, Rock and Chappelle on stage together.
Oh, man, that's amazing. Wow. Yeah. Boy, we're back, cool. Baby.
It's pretty cool, man. It was a fun night. Cellar was hopping. And then, of course, you forget that the hookup, the way they hook it up alcohol wise will do you in there. Where I was like, oh yeah, just give me a, tequila on the rocks. And then they show up with a tequila like this big and you're like, I appreciate it. But also now this is my night.
Right. Right. Exactly. It's funny because they're your friend and they want to be nice, but they're also ruining your life. We've all had that. You know, the bartender at this cool dive bar. So they hook you up, but you're like, if I drink that, I'll shit out my liver. Yeah. But thank you.
But thank you. It's perfect. So how long you come back tomorrow?
No, I can't leave. I did this show. I added this show and then Kill Tony. Hinchcliffe was like, you want to do Kill Tony tomorrow? I was like, yeah, all right, fuck it. Put down, let's get another hotel room for another night. Let's do it up. So I'll be back Tuesday.
Nice.
But I appreciate you guys making time for this in the day because I knew right when you get out of this theater, you just hit the street and you just guzzle booze and some guy hands you a pill and you start jerking off a guy and it's all over.
Oh, dude, there's an energy in the West Village right now that's pretty crazy. Like I was out with our boy Salacuse last night. We had such a good time, man. I love him. There was a great moment at the Cellar where I'm just hanging out with him on Wednesday there, and Sean Patton and Louie come over and they say, "What's up?" And Sean Patton goes, "Oh, you're Salacuse." And he goes, "Oh, I love your work." And Louis goes, "Oh, what do you do?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm a photographer and a filmmaker." And Louis was like, "Oh," Louis like did a double take. I think he's like, for him, it was like a really cool moment.
Yeah, he's a film buff guy.
Yeah, and it's funny,
that's amazing.
Salacuse. I don't know if you saw, he had this thing published in GQ about a crazy night he had with DMX, who just, R.I.P.
I saw that. I didn't.
By the way, quick toast, DMX. Come on. Who doesn't we were walking home last night, Salacuse and I, and we're on the train and we passed some cops blasting, "Y'all gonna make me lose my cool." And you're like, talk about breaking through.
Yeah. Crossover appeal. Jesus Christ. But this is what sorry. This is what I like about DMX is, I grew up with that music. It was big in high school. What you really want? All that shit. But DMX has a fucked up checkered past, some animal abuse, some domestic, whatever the hell it is. And we can still go, yeah, he wasn't perfect. He was a weirdo, a psycho, but the music's great. Let the guy die. It's all right.
And yeah, he also was. I think he was a great actor. Honestly, I remember there was I think a Rolling Stone or Esquire article back in the day saying Exit Wounds isn't a great movie, but this dude has a fucking ton of talent. Like this dude can act.
Totally. Yeah,
and you got to be a pretty good actor to not be dragged down by Steven Seagal. He can. I think good actors make you look better. So if but
Seinfeld said that's why he picked that cast, because he was like, don't pick me up. I mean, it was just, Costanza and Elaine, they're all, and Kramer, just talents.
So yeah, one of the best casts of all time. But anyway, Salacuse is telling me stories about DMX, and they're like, so anyway, he goes to Chicago to photograph DMX for, I think, XXL magazine. And he's in Chicago and he's in the hotel waiting for DMX. And he's like, "Hey man," he's talking to the assistant, like, "Hey, where's DMX? It's been 4 hours. I'm waiting." And the assistant goes, "I'm going to be honest with you. He didn't make it to Chicago." And he's like, "Oh, fucking," they're like, "You know what? I feel bad. I'll give you his number." So he calls him and DMX picks up the phone. It's like that raspy voice. He's like, yeah. And Salacuse just goes, "Look, man, I'm back in New York now. I really wanted to photograph you in Chicago." And DMX is like, "I'm sorry. All right. He goes, "Where are you?" He goes, "I'm in Miami." And he goes, "If I come there tomorrow, it's out of my own pocket. Will you please be there?" And he goes, "I'll pick you up at the airport." What? Anyway, he doesn't, obviously. He doesn't pick him up. But Syracuse rents a car and he rolls up to DMX's place and it's like he had just had a newborn. Yeah. So they're hanging out now. DMX is like, he said he's the nicest guy on the planet. He says yes to everybody. They are walking around. Did he freeze? Oh no.
No. I'm okay. Holy shit.
That was good. That was some fucking Times Square. Let me just hold my pose. Level good. Guy? Yes. But dude, so they end up doing all this kinds of crazy shit. They play pool. DMX takes all 3 games. Well, he's not even paying attention. He's talking to some artist. Right. And the artist goes, I'm an artist. And he goes, all right, let's record together. And he just goes to like record with her and like talks over her track to like give her extra, it's like DMX is a guest on my track now. Then they end up, he's driving so fucking fast. And Syracuse is like, this is terrifying. He has footage of the driving. He's like, this is the scariest. Like, I'm wearing a seatbelt, and DMX is like, why are you wearing a seatbelt? Like, if we flip this, the seatbelt might catch fire and rust and you won't be able to get it off. And he's like, you're thinking of flipping the car.
Right. And Holy shit.
And then he's telling the story about how they go to this tough part of Miami and they end up like buying drugs. And he's witnessing this and he's like, this is pretty crazy. They end up in some 7-Eleven type, bodega, whatever. They're in the 7-Eleven type store. And these 4 kind of tough looking kids are following him around and they go, yo, X, where's the money at? Where's the money at? And Syracuse is like, we're going to get fucking robbed. Like, this is terrifying. And they keep following him around and DMX kind of ignoring them. And he turns around and he goes, I was just about to rob you motherfuckers. And they all laugh and high five him. And he's just like, yeah, he just kind of fearless.
Wow.
He was that dude. And yeah, so, damn cool story. So if you just look up DMX GQ if you want the full story, but it's pretty damn cool. Our boy Syracuse, pretty cool nod.
Great cat. I love Syracuse. I mean, what did he look like in Miami with DMX? They probably thought he was his lawyer or publicist or something. This little white guy with a Hawaiian shirt on. And Syracuse is our Kramer. He's got a Hawaiian shirt on. He's got wacky hair. He's like up for anything. You going to Miami? I'll go with you. You going to Brooklyn to shoot this?
But he's like dry New Yorker. He's like a drier New York type of. He's like more of like a Charles Grodin type of Kramer.
Right. But I love guys like that who are quiet. They're kind of laid back, but they can also spin a yarn where you're like, "What the fuck? You've lived, man."
Yeah. Well, anyway, this leads right into a pet peeve of mine. Syracuse is telling me these stories, and my peeve is drunks whose energy overwhelm the room.
Yeah, you hate the overwhelming.
Because I like having a drink with people, but when the drunks, so Syracuse telling the story and they're like, oh yeah, you're telling literally 15 minutes of like them segueing it into shit about themselves.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there like, I'm like, at like minute 15, I'm like, hey, I'd like to hear the story. I have to be that guy now. Like, I'd like to hear the end of this. So then they're like, all right, what? And then he starts telling the story again. They go, he did what? Let me guess what happened. I'm like, how about you just let him tell the story?
Yes. Stop interjecting, you queef. Jesus.
This isn't a fucking choose your own adventure, motherfucker. This is this is real life. That's what I said. And then I went, art.
Also, a story's got a rhythm, and like if you keep fucking with the rhythm, it's like we're taking a shower and you keep flushing the toilet. Like the temperature's going up and down. Like just let it happen. Come on. I hate that. I'm so with you on that. And then they got to get their dumb joke in, and then you got to pretend to laugh at their joke, but you don't actually want to hear the joke. It's
like, what is this, Chelsea lately? This is a dinner. Let us tell the fucking story. This isn't a panel.
What were you at a house party? Where was he telling the story?
No, we're just at a bar, but I mean,
okay.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, I'm so with you on that pet peeve. Just let the guy get the story out. Then we can all canoodle and chop it up about the story after. But let's let it happen. I'm with you.
I don't know if canoodle's the right word.
Maybe not. Kibbutz? Is that something? Kibbutz?
I don't know. I thought
that was some Yiddish thing. Kibbutz? We're all
Canoodle is, I double check. Kiss and cuddle amorously.
Fun word, canoodle.
It is a fun word.
Yeah. Good.
We canoodled afterwards. Yeah. Hey, fucking
can of noodle. But wait, what'd you say?
I know we canoodled afterwards. We made out. We cuddled. Yeah. It was fucking. I was Syracuse. I was spooning him by the end. It was weird, but
how about this one? on the same vein as yours is when you go, I'm watching a comic or I'm watching a concert and you're like, oh, this guy's great. I got to watch this guy. And they go, oh, okay, I'll watch with you. And then they're going, oh, that was pretty good. What'd you think? And I'm like, I said I was going to watch this guy. And now you're interrupting, even though I told you I said I was going to watch, and you keep interjecting with your fucking point, and I'm trying to listen.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to just give them with the, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You give them one ear. Yeah, got it. And then you're really listening with the other ear.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
My pet peeve, mine is weird and super, it's like complete minutia, tiny slice of life bullshit, but it happens to be all the time. And it's when you're walking down the sidewalk with a friend or whatever, and they keep getting closer to you, and before you know it, you're kind of inching away, and before you know it, you're on the lawn or you're in the street, and you're like, all right, buddy. And then you switch to their other side, and then they do it again to you the other way. You ever have that?
Brutal. It's awful. Yeah, it's like I'm pigeon-toed, and I'm still very aware of like, hey, man, come on.
Yeah, like they don't. It's subconscious, and they just keep kind of inching towards you, so you inch away, and then before you know it, you're in a building.
I'll tell you what I'm loving. I love space, man. I'm a big space guy. You know, I picked the wrong city, obviously, but I was at a sidewalk cafe with my brother yesterday, and all this. Remember when restaurant tables would be 2 inches apart, and you'd be like, "This is not enough space for me." Especially with comics, you know, we're going to say something horrible, and they're going to give us dirty looks. You know, So you have that little plastic guard now. It's kind of nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you grew up in Manhattan, so I don't know how. I figured you'd be used to it, but space.
You never get used to it. You never get fully used to it.
I also hate the other table hearing my conversation. I'm doing 20 minutes on Puerto Ricans, and I'm like, can they hear this? What if they film me? You know, I hate that feeling of like, shit, can you believe Cuomo or whatever? And I don't know. I just hate them hearing.
It'd be hilarious if you got canceled for a take on Cuomo and Cuomo did not get canceled.
I know, exactly. That's where we're at. That with Trump all the time. Look at Billy Bush.
That's a great point.
I have a point.
Yeah, that is damn. Yeah, well, Cuomo's really like it's getting to a point where I am starting to enjoy it because he's just like, it does take a level of confidence to just like to not even address the allegations at this point, to just like she'll be like, what's on the agenda today, boys? And you're like, oh, you're just not even gonna talk. Okay, all right.
I know.
It's kind of impressive.
It is. Well, the first couple, you're like, oh damn, this guy's a psycho, he's in trouble, he's grabbing women. And then I read a few and they're like, he kissed my cheek, he waved to me, he gave me an elbow bump. I was like, all right, come on. But the first one,
I don't doubt that he's a shitty boss and shitty person, but it is like now it's kind of like, well, when you kind of give Al Franken the boot, I know he resigned, but he kind of got the boot. It's like this is now he's going to benefit from that shit because you're like, well, he kind of got fucked. So
yes, so true. But yeah, that space in New York. I mean, even the grocery store, the aisles, you're like, if somebody else comes down the aisle, you're like, oh shit, you got to do the sideways shimmy. That is not made for humans.
You got to grab your partner do-si-do. It's fucking horrible. You know, I'm walking with my brother down the street. This is a great New York moment. I'm walking with my brother Upper West Side. We pass the sidewalk cafe, and as we walk by, we overhear a woman. She's got the burger open face. She hasn't closed it yet, and she just goes to the waiter. A bird shit on my burger. She's like pleading. She's asking for another burger because a bird shit on her burger.
That is classic. Wow.
Which is kind of not the restaurant's fault. Like, I guess that's the risk you run if you're sitting outdoors, but you got to probably give a free burger.
You got to do it. Yeah. And the sad thing is if she would have closed that without looking, she would have eaten that thing. Cause it kind of could be like a black and blue or like blue cheeseburger if you don't look at it directly. It's funny how outside eating used to be such a treat. Like, ooh, there's a patio, or ooh, let's eat outside. You know, the sun is shining, and now it's like, give me the fucking roof, give me an AC, give me a booth, give me inside.
It's so true. It's funny how everywhere in New York, it's like New York doesn't give a fuck about parking really. So I guess it's good for restaurants because let them make more money. They got fucked for a year, you know. Let them make the money, and you know, if you have a car in New York, I guess you got to use a garage. I don't know, but for at least a while, let them make that money back. But
hell yeah, I'm tipping.
We'll see how bad traffic gets.
Just because I feel guilty, I'm like, here you go, waiter. I mean, you got fucked hard.
Yeah, it's rough. And then I do kind of like it though. It's like dirty Paris, man. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Dirty
I guess
Paris
is kind of dirty too, but New York, there are certain areas that don't lend itself to outdoor dining where you'll be sitting there and it's like right next to a hospital and you're like, I'm just going to hear a siren all day.
Right.
It's kind of rough. Right.
Yeah, that's true. You hear it in the distance, clear. We're losing them. You're like, oh, I expected
a better ambiance from the Firehouse Cafe. This is bullshit.
I love Dirty Paris, by the way. That's a sex move if I ever heard it. I gave her a Dirty Paris. That's where you Eiffel Tower with a guy and jizz on her ass. I don't know.
It is funny that anything will be turned into a sex term at some point. You're like, Eiffel Tower, what?
I know. The most like beautiful, pristine sculpture in the world has turned into like a threesome, with two guys high-fiving.
I gave her a Mona Lisa. Ooh, what's that?
Yeah. Fun fact about the Mona Lisa, by the way. Do you know the story behind that?
What is it?
Well, this is what's so interesting about showbiz and entertainment. Like, Bill Burr, great comic, yada, yada, yada. But he didn't break until that Philly rant. And that like kind of put him on the map. I mean, he was always good, but that put him on the map. The Mona Lisa was just this kind of run-of-the-mill painting from Italy. And, it was whatever. People walk right by it every day. Then it got stolen, became the talk of the art world. Every newspaper, the Mona Lisa is stolen, some art thieves. They found it. Then they put it back. And now everybody had to see it because it was the big stolen painting. So it almost kind of went viral.
Interesting. It's Da Vinci, right? Did he not break till like? I always wonder. I don't know enough about art to know which artists like. They're like, oh, they're huge, and when you reminisce about them, but you're like, what were they fucking?
No,
were they huge at the time? Most of them probably had nothing.
I think he was somebody. He was kind of like what's a good like? He was like Roy Wood Jr. to us. Like, oh, he's fucking killer. He should be way bigger household name, but he's just kind of like a working good comic. That's how Da Vinci was. All these guys, like Picasso, apparently died penniless, and all these other guys, they always blow up later. That's gonna be like a tell.
That's brutal.
I know. Death
Although I
gives
guess
you some cachet,
especially if you die young, man. Look at all the people that die young: Bruce Lee, Jesus, Bill Hicks, Janis Joplin.
Yeah, so true. Hendrix. Yeah, you're right.
Hendrix,
Nirvana guy, Jim Morrison.
Yeah, Cobain.
Yeah. Is that the 27 club or 32 club?
I believe Cobain was 27. And Jesus, 32 or 33.
I think he was 33, yeah. Which every comic would be like, hey, I'm 33. Look at Jesus already did this and that. I haven't even gotten on Conan. But yeah. Mona Lisa had to go viral for it, because it is just a basic kind of mediocre painting. No offense, it's good, I guess, but you needed that bump. That was like the Rogan bump.
It's interesting. It's like, it is. You know what though is kind of cool is I just think about what art used to be, and I know there's still art and there's still great movies and there's still, TV now is kind of like the new medium, right? But you think about, like, I rewatched Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, great movie.
It's so fucking good. It's like a badass movie from the 60s,
Badass, gritty, dark, and it's I forgot, I don't want to say mise en scène, but we had to watch it in film school, and it's shot like a foreign film. Like the cuts and the angles and the twists and the turns, the sharp whatever contrast, that was all new back then, and they did it first.
Yeah, I don't know if I said this last week, but I think it was supposed to be directed by Truffaut. So it like then it was supposed to be Godard, and then it ended up being Arthur Penn. But like, man, it ends up being awesome. And Faye Dunaway was so hot. It's like crazy.
So hot. And that was like heavy stuff for, what was that? Early 60s?
I think 67.
Okay. But yeah, that was a cool ass movie. Still holds up, still fun. The acting is great. Love it.
Yeah, Gene Hackman, Beatty. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Estelle Parsons, who was at a show of mine once. She's like 90-something now. Yeah, my parents knew her somehow, and they brought her to like an early Caroline's breakout artist type show, and I was not good. It was one of those things where I'm like, did I just fucking do very mediocre in front of a legend? You know, like this woman's like partied with Warren Beatty and probably like Jack Nicholson, and I'm like, so anyway, my dick, and it's just like bombing.
Yeah, dude. I bombed in front of Marcia Gay Harden.
Oh, love her, man.
Super milfy in person, by the way. Like,
and in her movies.
Yeah,
for sure.
But you start bombing, and then when you start kind of scrambling up there, you just get too real. You're like, what the hell are you doing here? We're all a bunch of it was a horrible hack-filled lineup. It was at Joe Franklin's. Remember that place?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When was this? The 80s? What the hell?
It's like 10 years ago. It was like all these horrible comics on the show, and I'm bombing, they're bombing.
You're like, can I switch spots with you? I'm at Catch a Rising Star at 11.
Right, exactly. So I had an evening at the Improv in 20, so I had to run out of there. But I bombed. I was like, what are you doing here? You're so hot. You're milfy. And I took everything I had not to make fun of the gay Harden. I mean, it was right there, but I didn't do it out of just.
That would have only made it worse if you addressed her. Oh my God.
I didn't do it.
You can't. She's a good actress too. Oh man, that's rough. But I heard you at least booked a guest spot on Sanford and Son out of that, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. My Family Ties callback fell through, but she was nice and pretty, and that was a bummer. But I told my mom about it, and she was like, "Oh, that's cool. I've heard of her."
Yeah, dude, she's great. She's been around, man.
Oh yeah. I don't know what she must have had a friend there. Something was going on, because I'm like, this is a divey, grimy midtown comedy spot in the back of a restaurant. What the fuck are you doing here? So
cool. So much cooler to see that type of actor than like an A-list person, because there's kind of just more, she's just like a more interest. She makes interesting choices and stuff. Remember Laura Linney was a Gotham one. So I was like, that's a cool actress to see.
Wow. That is cool. She's good. She's a great actress.
Yeah. She rules.
What's that guy's name? Not Javier Bardem. What was the guy from 300? The hot guy.
Gerard Butler.
He was at the Fat Black one time, and
he's there all the time. He's typing Godfrey. Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. He's like 3 feet away from me. I'm like, what are you doing here? It's me and 30 retards on this show, and you're sitting like in the first row, second row. It was crazy.
It is hilarious when you're like bombing. You're like, fucking. That the dude from that shitty Katherine Heigl movie? What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. I know, right? Yeah, but you always hear about the Comedy Store. They were like, Tarantino's here tonight. I'm like, what the fuck? Tarantino's here? That's like the Hitchcock of our time.
Crowd. I know. You better hope that's a hot crowd. That's brutal.
I opened for a guy once. Not going to say who, but Bieber was in the crowd, and that was pretty cool.
Oh my God, that's weird.
Yeah, he walked during my set. But either way, I got to see him.
Did he really?
Yeah. He was like, who's this nerd?
That's fucking hilarious. You walked Bieber.
It's just cool. Like, we think, New York, it's home. It's where we live. Our apartment's tiny. My hallway smells like shit. My neighbor hates me. But then you're like, oh yeah, so does Jennifer Aniston lives here, or whoever in this city. It's crazy to think all the celebs.
It's just a real city, man. It's just a fucking cool. It's like I feel like in New, you know what's cool about New York is like we still appreciate. In LA, I feel like they don't even appreciate. They have like a cool, like Tarantino. They'd be like, oh, okay, whatever, you know.
I know. I mean, he's like one of my heroes, and I used to live on 10th Street in the Village, and Sarah Jessica Parker lived one block ahead of me, and I would walk by, and every time I walked by, I was like, maybe she'll come out today. Maybe I'll see her today, but never did. But I knew where she lived. That sounds weird. I was looking at her windows and throwing her.
That's a New York couple, Broderick and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Both, I think, born and raised. She might be Jersey, actually.
Yeah, our boy David Juskow knew her pretty well back in the day and always says she was the coolest person. And Ryan Hamilton knows her and says she's awesome.
She did Comedians in Cars, and it was. I fell in love with her. She was so down to earth and everything.
Good laugh.
Great laugh. Great laugh. Great face. I know a lot of people think she's weird looking, but I'm into it.
That's your type.
Yes. I like a big mug.
Yeah. Oh, it's not just the mug. It's like the nose. You like a bigger nose, I think.
Oh, give me a honker. All right. Well, what do we got? Speaking of things we like, We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by Honey. You got to love honey. You know, we all shop online. We've all seen that empty promo code field just taunting you. You know, when you buy something online, you go, oh, look at that. I could fill it in right now, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to get it. Well, thanks to Honey, you don't have to search for one anymore. Honey is a free browser extension that scours the internet for discount codes. When you're ready to check out, Honey automatically applies the best one. Instant savings. Honey has found its customers over 2 billion clams in savings, supported by over 30,000 stores online. What a genius invention this is. I mean, this is brilliant.
You don't have to do anything.
Money.
I used to always be like I would Google promo code for the store I was shopping at. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, and I never
found it for you.
This does it for you, and you don't have to be like my mom.
What's a go-to Normand order on the internet? What's something you order?
I got shirts on my site, or you can buy our albums somewhere.
No, I meant like what's something that you order is what I mean.
Oh. Well, I don't want to give any brands away, but I just got some jeans off the internet. I buy shoes online all the time.
You do jeans on? I can't do. I'm always scared. Clothes. I've done it, and I'm always disappointed with like the fit.
It rarely works, but I got lucky. These jeans fit like a glove. It all worked out. But yeah, I get all my toilet paper, toothpaste. I get all that shit online, and it's just so easy. It just shows up one day. So I highly recommend it. My mom would stand on the counter at the grocery store clipping coupons for half an hour with everybody behind her pissed off. So this is the way to go. Tell them how to do it, Sammy.
If you don't already have Honey, you could be missing out on free savings. Literally free, installs in just a few seconds. Save some dough. Support this podcast. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/drunk. That's joinhoney.com/drunk. Get that honey, baby.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Honey. Yeah, it's good. It's a good one.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I've been traveling. I've been doing shows. I've been writing. I don't have a recommendation per se.
Yeah.
But I do have to say I bought a watch and I love it. It's the best thing I've ever bought myself.
What is it? Let me see.
Well, it's nothing snazzy. I got a Timex. It's a vintage look. It's only $50. Timex, but it's the best watch I've ever had. It fits right on. It's that kind of cool.
Look at that.
Like the band is just, there's no clip. It just kind of sucks onto your wrist, and it's got the indigo light. It's got the date, the day of the week, and the time. That's all I need.
Never been a big watch guy.
I wasn't either, and I tried it. Now it's all I do is every day I just look at this. You never have to pull your phone out. You got the watch right there. I
knew a kid playing basketball grew up who had a watch, and it was like sharp on the
end.
Yeah. And he would like try to swipe you with it. You're supposed to take the watch off. I'm like, you're cutting me, dude. He was like, that's how he would like try to fucking intimidate you on defense.
Oh, what a douche. That's evil.
It was fucking evil. It was an evil motherfucker.
Yeah. But no, this is just, you can bring it on stage and you just kind of look at I've been on 20 minutes. I've been on 30 minutes. I mean, it's a huge game changer for me. I like knowing what time it is all the time.
It's nice to know that not have to look at your phone for just another reason to not look at your phone. So that is cool. Yeah.
I read some stat that we open our phones like 600 times a day over a day. And you're like, I can't have that.
That ain't good.
No. And how many times do you go, I got to text John, and then you open your phone, you didn't even text. Now you're on Twitter. Now you're on Instagram. Now you're on Facebook. Now you're on email. You didn't even get to the text.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. It really is. And like, it can't, all the things that we talk about how we need our brains, and then you just feel your brain turning into mush. And unlike we're doing on a drinking podcast, you got to take care of your brain. I'm like, literally, right. Like, fuck it. I hobbled out of bed at 1:15. I'm like, you got to take care of yourself, folks. Anyway, yeah, I got a good rec, I think.
Oh, hit me.
I already said it. It's Bonnie and Clyde, man. There's movies from the 60s. You know what I like about, and all right, spoiler if you haven't seen it, but something I like about 60s movies is they would just end in fucked up ways. There's something really cool. 70s did this too, but like, I mean, Dog Day Afternoon, Taxi Driver, they could just do something shocking and then the credits roll.
Right. Totally. I mean,
I kind of love that. I mean, you know what's coming. You know they're going to die, but you don't know when. Yes.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, the 70s I think is the best decade for film because it didn't get as commercialized and like corporate, and it was just art. Like Cuckoo's Nest is art. That is a fucking film.
It's art.
And it's gritty and weird and twisted and
funny.
And sweet, funny. It's got everything.
And
but
so
you're
is
right.
this.
They just end. Yeah, this too.
Those movies kind of hit every note. It's also funny when Bonnie and Clyde came out, Jack Nicholson was like nobody, right? I mean, he was not famous.
Not really. No, he was just the young, kind of hot young guy who just killed it. It was like Chinatown and Cuckoo's Nest and 5 Easy Pieces and Easy Rider.
Easy Rider 69 though. That wasn't even out. I wonder when 5 Easy Pieces came out. I'm looking it up.
I'm going to go 72, 73.
70. So he had a run. And then Chinatown. Man, Faye Dunaway, the fact that she's in Chinatown, Network, and Bonnie and Clyde is like, that's like first ballot Hall of Fame shit. That's
totally what a roster, what a resume.
Yeah, she is so hot and cool and kind of sophisticated, even when she's playing someone just fucked up in the head.
Right. Even back in like the 80s, 70s, 80s, like Animal House, Caddyshack, the comedies were still solid movies. Like Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a movie I grew up with, and it's actually a good movie, and it's a comedy. Or Breakfast Club or Home Alone, all those, I
don't know how good Home Alone is. I like it, but I don't know if it's like a great movie.
I mean, it's not The Godfather. But
Home Alone
it's like,
2 sucks. I'm sorry. Like everyone talks. Do you like it
on that? What?
Do you like it or do you like it? Or
no,
not?
Home Alone 2 is a pile of garbage.
It's terrible. One has got the heart. I get it, but you're like, it's fucking come on.
But Pesci and Stern, they were so good.
Yeah, Pesci just never missed. It was kind of just like
never misses. Even Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag had moments.
Yeah, I remember that movie. Remember that fucking awful poster too. But yeah, man, Gone Fishing. I saw all the fucking movies.
Gone Fishing. But My Cousin Vinny, good movie. I mean, look,
that's
it's not
a great movie.
Yeah, it's not Cool Hand Luke, but like that is a great movie. Trading Places, Coming to America. All those Blues Brothers is good. Like even the comedies were fun, good movies. Now it just feels like Cheaper by the Dozen, Parent Trap, all this shit. I was like, come on.
You know why, dude? Because it's all about excess now. It's like algorithm shit. I mean, it's what it literally is, an algorithm. It's like, like you hear all about like multi-picture deals back in the day, but they still took time on that shit. I feel like everything's rushed out now. And that's what like TikTok and all that shit is. And that's why when you see a movie like Bonnie and Clyde, you're like, this took years to make.
Yes.
You felt that it was like important. Like you could just tell, like, Warren Beatty produced it, but you're like, oh, you could just sense like he cared about this material and, the writers forever to get it sold. And it's kind of cool. It's a cool story, It's
really cool. Even cars. I mean, not to get into cars, but like you see a car from the 70s or the 60s, you're like, it's this beautiful with these great lines and curves. And they didn't think about crumple zones and airbags, obviously. So, everybody died, but I mean, they're just so cool. Then you look at every car now and it's like, it just looks like a fucking shopping cart with wheels and a roof.
Well, you have a classic car. I mean, like something cool about classic, about throwback. I mean, now there is, I mean, you're right. There are no airbags in some of these cars, which is rough, but there is something pretty damn cool about it still.
I think it's a lot like comedy. Like we'll sacrifice, we'll say some darker stuff or go in some twisted areas because we don't have airbags. We want the art. We want the Bonnie and Clyde. We want the old Beamer. We want our comedy to be this stylized thing and that you work hard on it. Like your special, List special, my special, great views because I think people can see that there's some blood, sweat, and jizz in there.
Yeah, you got to put work into it, man. It's like that's what the road is for. Some people are like, man, it's got to be hard to do the road, but that's what it's for. Is to hone them. It's to hone the material. And like, dude, we're the only types of entertainers that like focus group our shit. You know, you think about that. Like we're taking it like, let's see how Toledo responds to this. Let's see how Minneapolis responds to this. So.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean it's necessary. It's a necessary part of the gig to take it different places. And maybe sometimes one market doesn't respond, but hopefully I think overall you're like, I think I know what works.
Right. And not only do we focus group it, but we focus group it and write it and perform it. So it's all filtered through us at the end of the day. Whereas a movie or TV show, they go, We showed it to a few housewives in Minneapolis and they didn't like that guy, so we got to get rid of him. You're like, yeah, but he's the bad guy. You're not supposed to like him. I know, but he's unlikable. Get rid of him. So now you got 8 people telling you this.
It's a film about Hitler.
Yeah, exactly. This fat lady in Milwaukee didn't like the Hitler character, so we gotta cut him out of the movie.
She found him to be toxic, and we have to remove Hitler. No, you're so right, man. It's like you're focus. At least you're focus grouping it mostly for people that came out to see you on the road, right? So whereas like movies and TV sometimes are like, yeah, this person might not like it. And you're like, well, that person's not the right demo. They shouldn't like it.
Yes, exactly.
Not everyone should like, you ever see a movie with like 88% on Rotten Tomatoes? You're like, that's a good number. I don't want a fucking I don't want a 99 or 100.
Great point. It's like these cunts with the Zagat and the Yelp. They go, how'd you like that sushi restaurant? I gave it 1 star. I hated it. 0%. You go, geez, 0%. They go, well, I don't like sushi. So, well, then you shouldn't be rating it. What are you doing? If you don't like sushi to begin with, why are you rating a sushi restaurant?
I don't like. Those are the best reviews. I don't like the thing that they do.
Yeah. So the whole restaurant sucks. No, you just don't like it.
Oh, people are fucking trash.
I know. They're dumb. It's just me. I don't like it, so it must be bad. Well, I don't like ISIS, but ISIS is happy to be in there. People vary. That was a weird example. JP
McDade has a joke about how you can Google review the Great Wall of China and it's 4 stars. And then he goes, to give you an example, he says some shitty restaurant in Florida that's 4.3 stars. It's such a great observation. Oh yeah, people are we're fucking ingrates. We really are.
Know.
All of us.
It's sad, and yet we want their approval at the end of the day, which is the real rub of it all.
But that's why comment cards at clubs. You ever starting out and you get like the comment cards, and you're just like, who leaves? I mean, I guess some people leave good shit on comment cards, but the people that are really taking them seriously, they ain't helping.
No, definitely not. Like we would get drunk at the club sometimes, and like I'd watch the staff clean up, and they're all mopping and sweeping, and we'd take the bucket out. We'd have a couple of drinks, start reading them as a goof, and they were funny. Here's my number. Here's my email. Not a bad show. Chicken wings were cold. Where's Fluffy? Bring in Fluffy. I want Russell Peters. Angela Johnson. He was okay. The curly-haired guy wasn't bad. Bring in Jim Jeffries. You're like, all right, what do we do? We would just laugh all night reading those.
He was no Jeff Dunham. I'm like, damn. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, they really go to town. It is funny when you see some where you're like, the feature was better, the opening act was better, and you're like, I'm holding on to these. These are fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. I think I pocketed a few great ones too. Like, nice guy. I wish he'd admit he was gay, and you're like, all right, what does that have to do with the act?
That's fucking great.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
I got all kinds of those.
Yeah, clubs that are still doing that. It's like fucking 1980s.
It was YouTube comments before YouTube.
You're right. Handwritten YouTube comments.
Handwritten YouTube.
May as well have a fucking an ink, a quill, and a fucking ink pen.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Apparently, club bookers read those, or they used to.
I think they read those if you're like a brand new headliner or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, we want to see if we'll bring them back.
How about Kevin Hart back in the day? I'm talking like late 90s, would do his show, stand outside the club door with a composition book, say thank you to everybody, and get their email back when email was new and exciting. And then he would email everyone and then do a mailing list. And when he came back to Philly or Denver, he would email them.
Brutal. But you know what? I mean, I respect him so much for doing that, even though it's brutal. I also heard that back in the day, his travel budget was like $5,000 because they had to take care of his entourage. This is when he was like a young headliner too. It's fucking hilarious.
What is that?
I mean, he had a crew. I mean, I think it was like, I want to take care of my people. It's like, and he wasn't making like that much more than that. So it's just hilarious that he was that, but I probably just knew he was going to make it. I think he was just that driven.
Yeah, I guess so. Jesus Christ.
I tried doing that a couple shows with the composition pad, and then it's like people are drunk. You're like trying to decipher. You're like, is that an 8 or a 0? And then you're like, I'm drunk. It's 2 a.m. I'm manually putting these into my computer. What the fuck's wrong with me? You know?
Right. And on paper, it sounds easy. You bump into people, you get their email, case closed. But it's actually a full conversation. Then they critique your act, and then they tell you how much they hate your co-host, and it goes on from there.
It's the worst.
Yeah. In the words of Albert Brooks, the complisult. Have you heard of that?
The complisult? That's
where it's everything starts out as a compliment, but if you wait long enough, it'll turn into an insult. Like
I thought it was an assault. I thought you were going to assault with that.
That's funny too. But you're like, I loved your act, man. You're so fun. My wife hates you. She hates you, but I love you. You know, if you stay long enough, it'll get mean.
I thought you were funny.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were good. I don't know what. It went well. Why are you talking to me like this? I thought you were good.
Right. Exactly. I thought.
Yeah. I was the one laughing. You're like, it went well. Why are you talking to me like this? Stop it.
Yeah. You ever had that thing? This is rare, but it happens the other way sometimes where you walk off stage, you're like, man, I suck. That crowd hated me. I gotta write more. I gotta fix that. I gotta do this. And then you listen to it. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of laugh ears, right? Where you're like,
yes.
Some people eat shit and they get off like nothing is wrong, and then other people, I guess I did that the other night at the Cellar. Actually, I was like, that was fucking brutal. I was listening to the set. I was like, it's pretty good. This went pretty well.
Yeah,
like newer jokes. So I was like, yeah, it's pretty good.
We're especially hard on new joke, or at least I am. I'll throw a new one out there, and it's all risky and scary, and you're like, oh, they hated it. That joke sucks. I'm not a good writer. And then you listen to it, you're like, oh no, that did okay.
Yeah, I do the same. I mean, because they're trying out for the team essentially. The new
yes, joke. Exactly. And
you're kind of like you better impress. Yeah, you don't want the new guy who come in and fucking just bend over. You're like, you can't hang with these other jokes.
Yeah. I remember one time I saw a comic we both love, great comic, and he bombed on this bar show. And all these comics came up to me like, you did better than that guy. He's a name and you're not, and da-da-da. And I'm like, he did all new shit. All those premises were gold. In a week, those are going to be, you know, closers. So he's doing it right.
I'm not a fan of the comparing the
I hate
people
the
on the show. It's like, guess what? Even if I don't like love the guy, I still like feel like an obligation a little bit to defend him. You know, it's something, and yeah, I don't like the pitting us against each other. That's what the fucking industry does, dude. That's what they pit us against each other. Like we're the ones who help each other out. Like who helps you more than comics?
Of course, it's all comics, definitely, for sure. But I do watch, you know, when it's like a what do you call those? A showcase show at the Cellar. There's 6 comics and a host, or 5 comics and a host. You watch everyone come out of there, and if you listen, they're going, the 3rd guy was the best. I like the 4th guy. 4th, 5th guy, he was the best one. You're like, this is what everybody does. You're like, just enjoy it. But it's like a human nature thing. You just have to rank people.
They like, that's why people like reality shows, because there's a winner. It's so stupid. But you know, that's not how I consume stuff, really. You know,
Me neither.
I don't watch a movie and I'm watching Bonnie and Clyde yesterday. I'm like, man, this is a fucking great cast. That's what comes to my mind. It's like, man, this is so well shot. It's not like I'm not like watching like Faye Dunaway was better than Warren Beatty. I'm just like, they're both fucking good. I don't know. I'm not trying to. It's weird. It's a weird way to. I don't know.
It's a weird way to look at things, but it's just subconscious because we all do it. He stole the show. I mean, he was the breakout star, or she really, really took the thunder, or whatever it is. You know,
I'm sure I've done it a bunch, but I try not to do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's such a competition obsessed culture. I mean, it's why people love, you know, sports and things like that. I mean, there is a winner. It is a story. It's meant to inspire and not just entertain, but people are like, this person. It's like an underdog story. They call it a Cinderella story.
Yes.
Sport, you know, it's like people are obsessed with.
They are
losing, you know,
and then the irony is that you make it to the top, the underdog made it, and then they want you to fail.
Sure.
You know, right when you get up there, they're like, all right, let's bring you back down. You're like, what? We just traveled all the way up here. It took 20 years, and now you want me to come crashing down?
No, that's why we built you up, to bring you back down. We're not good people. Yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm staying in the middle. I'm getting to the middle of the mountain, and I'm going to build a hut and get a couple chickens and just hang out there.
Well, they still might bring you down. They'll just bring you even lower if you stay in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm getting one of those weird hammock things on the side of the mountain that just hangs there and you can sit in it and take photos and have a coffee out of a thermos.
I think it's basically that is a showbiz career. Basically, is like
Yep.
But I mean, that was like Sinatra, right? I mean, he made it as big as possible, and then he's like, "Fuck it, people will forget him." Then From Here to Eternity, then he's back, and then you're like,
right.
"Oh shit!" His entire life was kind of up and down. It was a higher up and a higher down.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But
totally.
It was, you know.
But
that's what it is.
Patrice said it best, I think. He said show business is a roller coaster. You wait in line, then you notice, hey, I'm ticking up. We're going up. This is great. This is fun. Then you're on top. You're like, oh shit, I'm on the top of the loop. This is crazy. And then woo. Then you wait in line again, just for that one little rise. But you're gonna fall. It's a perfect analogy.
That's what a drug is. There is a higher chasing. That's kind of what comedy. It's kind of how you stay as a stand-up, because you kind of get one taste early on of a good set, be it a bringer show or maybe you got a hot crowd at the right time, and you get just enough to be like, all right, I'm gonna stick around. And you are chasing that high. It is a drug.
Totally. I mean, how many people in comedy are like, that guy's still doing it? I've never seen that guy do well. I've never seen him happy with a set. The crowd hates him. 20 years later, still doing it because he still gets the accoutrements. You know, you still get I guess I got a show tonight. Oh, what do you do? I'm a comedian. Oh, my profile's me with a microphone. You still get all the fun stuff, even though the 8 minutes of bombing sucks and you'll never make it, but you still get those other things.
Any other person probably also had a good set like 3 months ago.
Right.
If they're getting up enough, like as we say, if you do enough sets, you're going to have the horrible sets.
Right.
So if you do enough sets, you're going to have those fucking kill sets, even if you're not that good. Some crowds are just red hot.
That's true. And they go, that crowd got it. Those other crowds are idiots. That one got me. You're like, yeah, that makes sense.
I did that shit for years.
We all did, you know, because you had to lie to yourself in the beginning. We all sucked.
Yeah, it's always weird when there's people that kind of just come out of the gate. I think I heard Bill Burr once say, that comics will post their early sets and like how stupid that is because like you think De Niro posted like his first acting audition.
Right. Exactly.
But we'll do that with stand-up. It's like, oh, you'll show yourself as weak.
Yeah, it's true. But it's also in the context of, look how much better I've gotten and look how bad I used to be. People can progress. So I think it's cool. I saw John Goodman posted his Roseanne audition and it was killer. You're like, I would have hired him too.
I don't think there was ever a time when he was bad though.
That's true.
I can't picture John Goodman not being. He's fucking great.
He's a beast. He's great in everything. Big Lebowski, he's great. Roseanne, he was great. I mean, he was King Ralph, the Babe. Come on, Fred Flintstone. What range?
Davis. Yeah.
What was it?
Inside Llewyn Davis.
Oh yeah! Wow, he was great in that.
Yeah, no, he's always great. I love him.
Yeah.
Flight. He's good in Flight.
Oh yeah.
He's a great actor.
Great actor. He's a weird New Orleans staple. Everybody in New Orleans, he has a house down there. He's like a big.
I saw him in the street there once.
Shut up!
He was walking into a Whole Foods. I was like, oh shit. That was
what?
It was when he was in a period where I think he lost a good amount of weight.
Well, yeah, he's at Whole Food. He's trying to do something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, yeah, he's a legend.
Oh yeah, and kind of keeps under the radar. You don't see him at like big events and Oscar shit. You know, he's just doing his thing.
For sure. What, you got a new bit you're working on?
Yeah, I got a couple, and they're all over the place. They're so raw and loosey goosey. I've been trying to find them on stage, and there's not enough there yet. I need some hard examples.
I have a few loosey gooseys as well. All
right, great. I got two. They're so loose that I feel like I had to bring two because they're not punched out yet. But one of them is people keep complaining about AI. Like the beginning of the bit is it's weird how technology keeps getting better. Like everything's getting faster and sharper and clearer. And yet it feels like people are getting worse. Right. Technology is getting better. People are getting more petty, more narcissistic, more, self-involved. But we got like an air fryer. We got streaming video. We're going to the moon all the time. You know, it's like everything we're making is getting better, but everything we make is getting better except the people we're making.
That's a good angle. It's a different
angle.
bit. I had a premise once a long time ago. I never really did anything with it, but I had to say, well, how phones are getting better and people are getting worse. And I say, phones are getting thinner, like
that's good.
I never did anything with it, but there's something about I also think it's the technology making us worse.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because where are people at their worst? I think they're either on social media or if they're in public, what do? You put up a phone.
Yeah.
You film it. No matter what, the technology surrounds us and it's a part of the evil. Like people were fucked up before this shit, but this is like fuck up enhancement kind of.
Yes, that might be the angle. The technology is getting better and yet it's making us shittier. And we make the technology. That's the irony.
Yeah. We make it.
That might be it. Let me write that down.
It's hurting our development. And who's making it? Kids. And,
right.
And they're not even developed yet.
Yes.
That's nothing. But I'm just riffing here. But it is making us worse.
Well, then
because you know what? It's an instinct, but then it's also kind of permanent, right? Like you have a couple drinks and you're like, I'm going to tweet this. Fuck this. I'm going to tweet this. But then it's just up there. That was how you felt for like one moment. Right. But now it's like, look, this is how he feels in general.
Yes.
And you're like, no, that's how I felt. But there's no, this is how I feel in this particular moment setting for Twitter.
Right. Yeah, it's true. I mean, how many times have you gotten in a fight with your mom? Go, I hate you, Mom. You don't actually hate your mom, and she knows that, but you just, in that moment, you're so angry that you were irrational.
I've never done that because I love my mother. But no, of course I've done it. When you're a kid, of course you do that shit. And it's like, no, you say that, you say shit you don't mean. I feel like therapy for both of us has made us calmer in fights.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I've been pushing therapy on everybody because you realize, hey, some of this is on you, buddy. It's not just other people being fucked up. You got some fucked up shit, and that's what therapy is good for.
Yeah.
So the rest of that bit is like, I can't wait for AI. People are like, AI is taking our jobs. It's going to come in and replace us. I'm like, oh, great. Somebody without a hot take who does their job without complaining. That sounds amazing. But is that too mean?
I'm thinking it's like,
it's not hitting. So,
well, it's tough because I wonder why it's not hitting. It might be like AI. It's like, well, more people are going to be out of work. Like it's going to fuck people. So maybe that's why they're not. But like, so with that take, I think you got to go further. Like, I think you got to go even harder with it. I think with a premise that's kind of like, we all suck. AI will be better. Maybe you bring it on yourself and you're like, fuck. He's like, that's you know what? I want this in my dream. I want that in a dream. It's like, oh, you know what doesn't want that? Robot Mark Normand. And you're like, oh, come on. I'm basically a robot. I barely feel.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to get a boner in a playground. And don't worry, the AI won't. This robot, he's going to keep it clean.
I think you pull it on taking your job, and that'd be good too. I think that would make it interesting because then that's like a funny bring it back on you. But yeah, it's something about like, it's funny. I do think about that sometimes with like these conditions in Amazon warehouses are unlivable. They're unacceptable. And you're just like, some of these like people are pregnant in the warehouses and you're like, well, you know who won't get pregnant is a robot.
Exactly.
And that's a fucking heartless, horrible take, but it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny and kind of true.
Yeah.
But obviously everybody needs a job, but
yeah. Well, shit, man, truckers, that's like a real, like,
that's a real worry.
That's a worry. Like jobs like that where you're like, shit, there's a lot of jobs. I mean, we might get fucked. They keep developing this hologram technology. It's like, who do you want to see? Mark Normand and Sam Morril on the road? Or do you want to see fucking George Carlin live at the Improv, beamed in?
Yeah. And even if they do see our hologram, he won't be hungover. He won't be trying new shit. He'll be a fucking professional.
Playing the hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was that. And then I have a horrible premise about I'd be the worst trans person because like trans people have to be strong and like stand up for themselves. Like, hey, it's not he, it's she. But if you call me Matt, I just go with it.
Yeah.
I have no backbone with that shit. You're like, hey, Matt, you're an improv guy, right? Oh, yeah, that's me. Like, I don't. It says $10 on the window. You charge me 20. I just go.
You know
with
what it
you know?
is? When you aren't trans, you take your identity for granted.
Right.
Because like someone says to me, like Seth, I'm like, yeah, I could be a Seth. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, no, it's actually Sam. It's like, but you said it to a trans person, you go, I'm Veronica.
Right.
But like with me, I'm just like, yeah, it's fuck. I don't feel like correcting them. Whatever.
Well, I think to be trans, you got to have some self-esteem. You got to believe in yourself a little bit. But me, I'm just like, oh, I don't care.
And also, they are correcting people more than you are.
Yes.
So they're used to. They're like, it's kind of just like reflex, probably. Like, no, actually, I'm this. And like, okay.
Right.
My apologies.
Yeah. So that was all I had on that. But what do you got?
I have a couple ideas. So I was watching that QAnon doc, which is great. I finished it, loved it.
Oh yeah,
but I want to do I did a thing about how, like, one of QAnon's big thing is that they're anti pedophile, and I'm like, wow, what a brave stance to be against pedophilia. I've met so few people that are like, I don't condone that. So very cool. But to me, it's like, I saw one sign in the video and it said pedophilia is not a sexual orientation. And you're just like, I've never heard that argument ever. I've never heard anyone. It's never like, you're straight. And you're like, actually, a pedophile. That's how I identify. I'm a child molester. And you're like, so I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I don't know where to take it. It was something about like, hey, mom, dad, sit down. And they're like, oh, are you gay? And you're like, a little different. Let me get into detail here. Like, I don't know how to end this, but I like the idea of someone sitting down their parents and be like, mom, dad, I'm a pedophile. I hope I have your support. Something like that. I don't know how to, like, of course it's not a sexual orientation. It's the dumbest shit ever. But
maybe the only time pedophiles identify as being a pedophile is when they have to do the knocking in the neighborhood and they go, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm a sex offender. That's the only time they'll actually admit it publicly.
Yes.
Something like that.
When it's by law. That's the only time they'll say it.
Right. Otherwise,
that's funny.
they keep
the
that
knocking
shit
the door is
up.
a funny visual for sure. That's good.
Yeah. Also, pedophiles are horrific when even murderers in prison are like, we got to beat up that guy if he diddled a kid. We got to kill him in the shower. I'm like, you murdered your dad. Yeah. Well, he had it coming. But that kid or that guy touched a Cub Scout. We got to kill him.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, even murderers are like, this guy's got to go. Well, they do that with they do that with everybody. They do it with regular people too. But like, really. Like, yeah, you kill regular people too. Yeah, but this one's personal. We got to really.
Yeah, exactly. That's if I was a pedophile, I'd be in prison. Like, dude, you killed your sister. Like, you killed a kid. I fucked one. What's worse?
Right. There's the other angle I had. I was watching the Derek Chauvin case, the guy who killed George Floyd, watching the trial.
I don't know how you could watch that shit.
Horrific. It's horrific. I mean, I'm out of curiosity and to see how the lawyers handle it really more so than anything. But, yeah, I mean, it's horrible. It's like the footage is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm watching, and it's like, makes you realize how much you have to dumb down a case for a jury. They're like, our next testimony is from a breathing expert. And some guy like sits down. He's like, yes, oxygen is necessary to live. And they're just like, and you're sure about this? They're like, yes, I'm a breathing expert. Like, all right. And then and I want to do something about like every person they bring in. It's like you're explaining it to a 4-year-old. It's our next our police chief is coming in here. So our police chief, and is this the normal protocol for the Minneapolis police? And they're like, no, this was unacceptable. And they're like, a condemnation. What do you expect him to say? Right. Be like, yes, this is our bread and butter is chokeholds and end in fatality is kind of what we do. We're kind of, kind of, you're like, what do you expect?
Yeah. I
don't know where I'm going with this, but there's stuff like the idea that you just bring in people and you're just like,
yeah, I eat dinner every day. I'm kind of a foodie.
Yeah.
I also like the chokehold thing. Expert, what I tried to do this a bit, but I never actually did it on stage. But it could be something like, why are cops talking about these chokeholds and shit? Every cop car should have an MMA referee in it, so he could go like, whoa, he's had enough. You know, like he knows every time like it's getting serious. That's their whole job, is to stop fights before they get too dangerous. And that would be great to have with cops.
Yeah, instead of a partner, they should have a referee.
Yeah, because they know everything about the body and chokeholds and all that shit. They're like ex-fighters. So who better to follow a cop around and go, woo, okay, he's had enough, you know?
That's good. That's funny.
I think that could hit. I could never, I never did anything with it.
I don't know if I could pull it off. We'll see.
But
comedy's hard, man.
The breathing thing is great. I'm an expert.
I'm an expert.
You need oxygen. I don't know if people know that. I don't know if that's common knowledge, but that'd be funny if you made everybody in the jury like, all right, hold your breath. I'm going to show you. I like it. I think you got good stuff cooking.
Make sure to email us at wemightbedrunkpod@gmail.com. Make sure to hit up the Patreon.
Oh yeah,
keep listening. This is a fun pod, man.
Good pod. Good up for a couple of hungover weirdos. I think we pulled out some fun facts, some interesting convo. Send us your peeves. I need some recs. I'm running out of shit to watch. I've watched every goddamn thing on the internet. So send us all that stuff. Send us some cocktails, some drinks, Fireside. Shout out to you guys for sending those mixers. And keep them coming.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Tell a friend. Comedy.
Movies. On a plane, I'll be like, I'll watch Transformers 4, which I wouldn't watch on land. But in the sky, I'll do it.
Are we rolling?
In air or sea? I'll do it on the sea as well.
What do you call it? International waters, you know?
Well, we're joined by Allison Brie. We're very excited to have you here.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here. What do you think about my mic placement?
That looks pretty good.
Solid.
A little closer.
Easy, Matt.
Bring it in.
There you go.
And we have Steph guest bartending here today.
Hey,
Thanks for joining us, Steph.
All right, Steph.
Best hair in Bed-Stuy.
And you guys have a Google search of me up for me to look at?
Just in case.
During a passionate scene from your new movie, Somebody I Used to Know, now streaming on Amazon. Check it out.
You got that right.
Directed by your husband.
That's right. And co-written by he and I.
That's cool.
Yeah. Is that awkward?
Him and me. It was awkward. No.
Wow.
It was great.
I couldn't write anything with my wife. She would just be like, that line you have sucks.
Really?
Yeah, I like my line. That line you did
You run
sucks.
bits by her, though, now?
Yeah, I run bits by her, but we couldn't write a movie.
It's tough to work with someone you date. That can't be easy.
Well, that's why we're married.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only reason we got married, because we were like, we got to work together.
Yeah. But I think it helped. My wife is also a comic, so that it helps and it hurts. You know?
Sure.
Some places you're like, this is great. We can talk comedy. You understand the lingo. But then also you're like, I could have gotten that gig.
Oh.
No, just kidding.
I don't know if Dave and I are ever competing for roles.
But
I'm not going to take it totally off the table. There could have been.
Yeah, could he have played?
Been.
It was Jay Ellis, who's, by the way, a fucking hot dude.
Jay Ellis is
kitten.
That's a hot
very
man.
Attractive.
I was lost in his eyes.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was there any point when you were writing it where Dave was like, I could play this guy? And then you're like, he's got to be black.
Yeah, I was like, I would prefer Jay Ellis. There really never was, because I think, Dave's directorial debut was The Rental. It's a horror movie. And I got to act in that, which was awesome. And I feel like he realized on that, he didn't act in it, and it was the saving grace. It was like when you're directing, you just want to be fully focused on that one thing and not have to be thinking about your performance, and it slows everything down, having to watch playback and do all of that stuff. And I just think that worked so well that going into this, that was the genetic makeup of it from the start, is like, oh, now let's write something together and now recreate that same, way of working with him directing and me acting.
But
so he wasn't going to play the role now.
Jay is so much hotter.
Whoa. I didn't say hotter. I did not say hotter.
I mean, Dave's no
I said
slouch.
Attractive, period.
Yeah,
did you meet Dave on a movie or no?
No, Dave and I met at Mardi Gras in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My hometown.
Really?
Yeah.
I love New Orleans.
Hell of a town. And Mardi Gras, my favorite holiday.
I love Mardi Gras. I used to go all the time with my community crew.
Oh, yeah.
Went down there with Danny and Donald and Ken and Joe Russo. That was the first trip. And then we went down the next year with Joe and a couple of my girlfriends. And one of my friends knew Dave. We ran into him at the airport actually on the way there. He was just heading back. He was shooting a movie there, heading back from like a weekend home. And she invited him to dinner with us, and he came to dinner. And then she did a little setup. So we're at dinner. Dave gets to dinner late. He's got a whole other side of the story where he actually said he couldn't come to dinner because he had plans. All his plans got canceled when we landed in the city for some reason. So by the time he gets to dinner, we're all drunk, and he sits next to my friend Jules, and I'm across the table, and I get a text from her, and it's like, you should hook up with Dave.
Whoa.
And I was like, yep. Yes, please.
I would
I'm
say
in.
yes to that.
I was super single. I was hooking up.
And
I
it's
was like,
NOLA. You get crazy
I
at
was like,
NOLA.
what else am I going to do this weekend?
It's like flights. There's no rules in New Orleans.
Exactly.
Vegas, New Orleans, Nashville. There's certain cities where you're like,
Wuhan.
I'll take your word for it. So I text back enthusiastically. Meanwhile, across the table, she shows the exchange to Dave. She's like, points at me. That's the gal. Like, what do you think? And he's like, I'm in.
damn.
Wow.
She's like, don't tell her that I showed you this text exchange. 10 minutes later, she and I get up to go to the bathroom. She's like, maybe you and Dave. And I'm like, I mean, I'm into it. I don't know if would be interested. And she's like, he's interested. I showed him your text under the table. Don't tell him that I told you that I showed him. So we left the restaurant. We both had a sexy secret, knew that the other person was like on board.
Yeah.
At the next location, I kind of like sidled up to him at the bar with a beer, and I was like, there's Molly in this beer.
Oh.
I think we should split the beer and have a great night together. What do you say?
Holy shit.
Jeez.
And he said, yeah.
Wow, this should be the movie.
What is Molly?
This is amazing.
But with a black guy. But what do you think about, is Molly, what is that like?
You never
It's
done Molly?
great.
No, I've never done it.
What? Hold on.
Well, speaking of drinks, can we get
yes,
some of these drinks
Steph,
over
come
here?
on.
Yeah.
What? And we're doing
you heard
mimosas.
Molly and you had to take the edge off.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
We're
Gracias.
doing mimosas to get our
Here.
vitamin C in because we're classy ladies.
And you're doing a press tour, so you have to stay healthy.
I'm trying to stay healthy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, Mazel.
Cheers.
12 years sober down the drain.
I'm glad I could be the one to break that cycle.
I am
for
on the
you.
road with a sober guy, and it annoys me. He's my opener's sober, and it annoys me, and because it just bugs me. I have
This has
two
like
other people.
too pure of a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I bring a tour
He's got
manager.
his life on track too much.
He's married. He's got 2 kids, but it still bugs me. And I have a tour manager will drink with me, and I have James who films who drinks with me.
Yeah.
But I want Gary to drink with me, and I asked him like, "You've been sober for how long?" And he's like, "It's like a year." And I said, if you had one sip, it'd be all down the drain, though. So I kind of want to trick him into drinking one night.
Oh my
Easy,
God. I
But
don't
if he takes
condone
one sip,
it.
if he takes one sip, he's back in the game.
That's true, and he's a little guy, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's a lightweight.
You're just slipping into his sparkling, a little
Just-
vodka into his
just
sparkling
half an ounce.
water.
The sobriety's done. That's not Cosby bad.
I don't condone it.
This is how Matt Lauer started. I'm just going to get a button. It's just a button. You know?
So that's a great story, though. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great 48 hours, let me tell you.
Wow,
Man.
that's
And
a
that
hot
was 11
start.
years ago.
wow.
Been
So,
together ever
ladies, you should
since.
hook up the first night because you
Yes.
never know.
That's my motto.
Yeah.
And it
Molly.
worked out.
There you go. See that? Don't you find sometimes that because that text message and the hookup and the flirting and the knowing it's going to happen is almost hotter than the actual intercourse?
Yeah, it's like you don't want there to be too much buildup. I say you want to kind of go in for the kill right away and see if it's going to work out.
Yeah.
I agree with you. The consent is hotter than the sex.
Yes.
I just want to know it's
exactly.
possible.
Right, because
Yeah.
I'll disappoint you later, but
Like
that
ultimately,
moment, I'm
yeah,
still good.
I'm tired and I want to go to
Yes.
bed. But
Right.
like, you're in? Oh, great.
Literally.
Is he doing the press tour too, or is it
He's
just you?
doing it. He's doing it too. We're sort
Cool.
of dividing and conquering.
Nice.
smart.
Yeah.
Smart. 2 fronts.
Yeah.
I've been rewatching Community just randomly, so it's weird that you hit us. You know that your people hit us up, and we're like, "Oh, I've just been watching it on the road. I need a light road show."
Yeah.
perfect.
That's a good one.
Such good writing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It holds up. I have recently I recently rewatched some of it because I love to watch my own work. No, it went up on Netflix during COVID, and I just rewatched a bunch of it and I loved it.
It's great. It's full of jokes. It's a great cast.
It's very edgy too. You know,
Yeah.
I think like a lot of the writing was towing that line for a network comedy.
For sure.
Of like getting in some good jabs. I don't know.
It might have been the last kind of edgy, jokey, punchy comedy on network.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even like Atlanta is now FX.
No, it's FX. And that's a different type of show.
That's a really different type of show.
Yeah, that's true.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great show.
artful
Great show.
But it was like The Office and 30 Rock and Arrested Development and Community. And
We
then
were in that block.
Yeah.
We were in that block of
Wow.
30 Rock. It was The Office, 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, and then Us. That was like the
Jesus.
dream 3 years or
Wow.
however long that block was going. It was like, whoa, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But
But even The Office, I feel like, had like new life on Netflix.
True.
Totally.
True. Number one show, I
yeah,
think.
all the Gen Zs are like, what is this show?
Yeah.
I'm discovering it.
They're
Look what I found.
You guys got to try Taxi. You got to try like a real old show.
You guys heard of Seinfeld? It's
Right.
this really cool show.
People probably discovered
Oh, for
Seinfeld.
sure.
it's crazy.
I'm honestly, Dave and I have been watching an episode of Seinfeld every night before we go to bed just to get it back in our system, and it's so
It's
great.
the best. It's
best.
incredible. And you see all these other shows now doing a lot of their storylines.
Totally. Well, it's so funny having not watched Seinfeld in a long, long time, and I don't think I ever even saw all the episodes because you didn't have a Netflix or
Right.
somewhere, right? You would just catch them whenever they were on. But I've probably seen all of Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is obviously amazing.
Another
And of
great
course, Larry David. So then you go back and watch Seinfeld and you see a lot of the storylines.
I know.
You're like, oh, the person who says Happy New Year for too long. Like a lot of
Yeah.
those little jokes
Yes, the best.
come back around, and I love it.
It's called Jewish comedy.
Yeah.
Larry, I was watching a Curb yesterday, the accidental text on purpose on my flight back. And you're hungover. You're like, thank God for Curb, because the selection on Delta is not that great
Not
right now.
great.
Oh, interesting.
And it must be fun for Gen Z to go back and be like, whoa, a gay joke? What is this? Sorcery. Holy hell. But The
Yeah.
Office was chock full of dark stuff.
Yeah. Some of it's like, now it's all the game of like, did this age well? Like, where are we?
You know what? It's a dangerous game to play because it's comedy. If it worked,
Yeah.
it worked.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and that's
agree.
how you view
Yeah,
it.
I
You view it
agree.
through the time cap. So when you start analyzing that stuff, you go nuts.
Right.
Definitely. And I don't even really I can't have perspective on it because it's stuff that I loved and watched always.
Totally.
Right? Sometimes it's
Yeah.
even hard for me to be like, oh, okay, I guess I understand why
Yeah.
people are finding that offensive now. You know,
Yeah.
but sometimes I don't know.
It is funny
But I
when you
don't.
watch. It is funny when you watch. I was really hungover a couple weeks ago on a flight, and I was like, "Let me just watch like something light." And
I'm seeing a pattern here with the hangovers.
yeah.
we have a drinking podcast.
Yeah, I'm
What do you
not
expect?
judging.
But
Doing research. It's called research.
yeah. But I put on that movie Just Friends, and I'm like, I feel like 8 of the punchlines are just "you're gay."
Oh my
for
God.
sure.
Every joke
I mean,
was just like "you're gay."
That's half of
Yeah.
Apatow, too. Yeah. That's why his movies are so long. You got to get enough of those gay jokes.
We got to edit in 20 minutes of unedited.
We're going to add him in post.
Yeah.
I love that movie, Just Friends. Did you notice? Well, clearly you've maybe not watched our movie yet, but Julie
No,
Haggerty.
we
we did
watched
watch it.
it.
Oh, Julie
Yeah.
Haggerty, who plays the mom,
Is the
plays
mom in
my
yours?
mom.
Yeah, she's great.
Be yourself. Be yourself. I love her.
You
Yeah,
have all
she's
these
great.
great comedy cameos in this. There's, Amy Sedaris is in
Yeah.
this.
Hero.
And Sam Richardson.
Yeah.
Are these? Did you reach out to them, or are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've just called in a lot of favors, especially for those parts. Sedaris and I worked together on BoJack Horseman for years, but we never met in person because she lives here in New York and we did that
Wow.
show in
Damn,
LA.
that's crazy.
But were
And
you
it's a
reading,
voiceover show.
But you were reading back and forth.
We did. We always would do table reads together. It was funny because it was like the one animated show that I've worked on where they made such a point to do table reads with all of the actors
Oh,
there.
that's great.
Except Amy Sedaris, who would call into this like speaker phone that was in the center of the table. And she was so funny. They would always ask us to do read all the other characters that they maybe hadn't cast yet. And sometimes we would also voice some of those side characters. And Sedaris would just do all these different voices.
Wow.
But on a slight delay because she was
Yeah.
on a conference call. Anyway, she's so funny. And she was so game to do the movie, which was so nice considering we had never met in person. And she came in half the scene is improvised by her. You know, she had a different button every time she goes to leave the room. I got to go get my tubes untied. Every time she left, it was a different joke.
Wow.
It was gold.
You know you're funny when you're killing on speaker.
Yeah.
You know? That's a tough sell for comedy.
Yeah.
Strangers with Candy also was like the funniest show.
So
I love that
good.
show. Grew up on that. That was when Comedy Central was really chugging along. And,
And weird when it was weird.
Kids
and
in
they
the
were
Hall.
just- yeah.
All that weird
That was like
stuff.
pre-Colbert.
Yeah.
Principal
Right.
Blackman, that's just a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Park.
South Park,
All that stuff
yeah.
was fun.
Great,
Fun
great show.
time. You
What was
kids are
that
missing
animated show that was like,
out. Drawn together?
I don't know.
Was it
The
one with
episodes
Kurt
were
Metzger?
short, like 15-minute episodes. This is a great story.
Ah.
Let's just wait until we figure it
Well,
out.
BoJack's a great show to be on too. That's an
BoJack was
awesome,
Great show.
That was a great show.
That was, I mean, so many jokes per minute on BoJack, and then still they managed to make it really dark and deep, and it was like exploring themes of depression,
Yeah.
and
Really
sexual
dark.
harassment,
Addiction.
all of this addiction.
That's a show I can't. It's like I respect the hell out of that show, but it's like a show where it hits me like Barry, where I'm like, I can't watch this shit before bed.
This is not your I'm hungover, I'm just
No.
gonna blow through some
no,
episodes show.
no hope for life.
Right.
But I loved watching BoJack because also the table reads were so funny, and then I'd watch the episode and they would sneak jokes just into the animation, plays on
Right.
animals in the background,
Visual
like,
gag.
Yes, there
Yeah.
was so much going on. It was a
Yeah.
great one.
Great show. That's the thing you can do with animation. Animation can go so. Family Guy says stuff where I'm like, holy moly, how did my power not go out when that joke came on?
Totally.
But it's animation.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot.
Yeah. Maybe we should
That's
do a
what we
cartoon.
like, getting away with things.
Yeah. I just farted. No one caught it.
I caught it. I wasn't going to say anything.
Damn. By the
I
way,
tasted it.
Oh no!
by the way, Amy Sedaris, underrated hot lady. I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
You know what? I'm glad you said that actually, because I was going to say what I love about her comedy, and especially like Strangers with Candy, she loves making herself unattractive
Yeah.
Yes.
and doing roles that are so quirky, but she's super hot.
Super hot.
Yeah.
Sexy, fun,
I
cool.
admire that. She has like a great wig closet. You
yeah.
know, she's like, maybe I'll do, even doing this movie, she was like, I don't know, you guys, should I have fake teeth? We were like, no, we just want you to look like you.
Yeah.
But like everything, she always wants to amp it up.
Right. You're like, it's a
I
cartoon,
love
Amy.
it. I
Relax.
respect it.
Yeah.
No, she is great.
Oh, yeah.
And she'd kill on Letterman. She was so good.
She
always.
is so funny. Her Instagram is great too.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
She posts funny clips and stuff. And then I saw a spread in New York Magazine of her at her apartment, and her apartment's crazy.
Her apartment's kooky because she
Kooky.
collects stuff and does arts and crafts and all sorts
Yeah.
of things, I think.
Yeah, she's like, here's
never
my
been.
room full of old sewing machines. And you're like, what the
Amazing.
hell? It's just kooky. There it is. Look at that.
Oh,
Fun.
Nice bookshelf though.
All right, that just looks kind of normal, but I,
I like
swear
a
to God,
color-coordinated bookshelf. Ooh.
Look at that chandelier.
I
Look
mean,
how cute she is.
you couldn't date her because there's no room. There's too many knickknacks.
That's true.
Look at that. Wow.
Have to slide some things over in the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I haven't seen a TV yet.
Classy.
Look at that.
That is
My
nice.
God, that is
Ooh,
wild.
Beautiful.
I like a couch like that, spaced out. Look at that.
Somewhere Wes Anderson just came.
So the first place I ever saw you was Mad Men.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about Mad Men a lot on this podcast.
Oh, good.
It's just a great show
It's a
and
great show.
great drinking show.
It
Makes me want to drink. I mean,
Yes.
it's like when you read Hemingway or Bukowski or something, and you're like, I should drink in the afternoon. You
It
know,
really is glamorizing drinking, smoking,
Yeah.
demeaning
Misogyny.
women. Yeah.
I should get a
The
secretary.
heyday. Yeah.
Those were the days. No blacks. No, joking.
Just went silent.
That's my comedy.
Couldn't give a supportive chuckle even.
I know.
It really
Don't want
was
that clip going around.
I mean, it really was a like perfect show, and it was just the way that they would drink. I feel like Don Draper made old fashions cool.
Ooh, just even the way he would hold it, like
Yeah.
he didn't even care if it slipped from his hand and broke on the floor. It's a
Right.
delicate touch
Yeah, oh yeah.
to that hold.
Not
that
a
a-
hair out of place.
Was that a fun character to play?
Yeah, Trudy Campbell, great. I mean, the show had such great writing. There was so much nuance to all the scenes, and that was a really early job for me. I think I had done just like a couple other, I did a B horror movie. and which there's a lot to say about that. It was called Born. I played a young gal who gets impregnated with her demon brother's like demon spawn fetus.
Mardi Gras.
Totally.
Yeah.
It was like I was at Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And then the fetus possesses her and also kills. There's like a lot of great set piece scenes like where I have sex with a guy and the demon fetus like bites off his dick and he dies.
Whoa, pull it up.
Or where
This is great PR for abortions.
I do support them.
Yeah, same.
We do.
There's a
for
scene
sure.
where
One yesterday.
I make out with my I'm just powering through.
All right,
here. I'm just powering through. I make out with my roommate who she's like a phone sex operator.
Wow.
And then the demon, she kisses down my body to my pregnant belly, and the demon fetus punches through the center of my pregnant stomach, rips her tongue out of her head.
Whoa.
She dies.
This
And then I
sounds
take
great.
her head off and I eat her organs. It's awesome.
Holy
Look, that's
moly.
me. Guys, my first job.
Wow. Mad Men, different vibe.
It was slightly different, although I'm pretty sure the demon fetus eating the dick scene is what got me the role on Mad Men.
Yeah, it's a fun reel.
Are you because you play a lot of characters like that where you're not like quite Trudy Campbell level.
The type A kind
waspy,
of,
a little.
yeah. But there's a little uptightness,
Yeah.
sure, to a lot of the characters I play. I feel like we're sort of playing with that in this movie.
Yeah.
And like the way my character is at the start of the movie is how everyone thinks that I am based on the roles that I play. And the way the character is at the end of the movie is more like how I really am.
Yeah.
Right.
A little looser, a little more chill.
Yeah, but
Oh, and yeah, you talk about in the movie. There's a part where I don't want to give too much away, but there's a part where one of the characters says, "You're not going to best friends wedding me."
Mm-hmm.
So that was like, I'm guessing that's a movie you like. I'm guessing
I
that's,
love it.
Yeah.
I love
great
it.
movie.
Definitely we pay a lot of homage to my best friend's wedding in the movie, and we just wanted to be upfront about it. But we were kind of channeling all of those movies that we love from the 80s and 90s. When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle. When Harry Met Sally is a real go-to airplane movie for me.
Oh, Nora
We were talking about
Ephron.
that.
We love her.
So
I just
good.
actually watched it recently on an airplane.
It's a great
Yeah, it's
airplane
great.
movie. My other favorite airplane movie, The Departed.
Me too. That's so
I
weird.
love watching that on a plane.
Interesting.
Anytime Alec Baldwin pops on screen in
Oh,
that movie,
he's great.
or Wahlberg, so many funny
Wahlberg's
lines.
great.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the whole opening, and then it cuts into that song.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember seeing that with my dad, and he couldn't tell Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon apart.
Ah, racist.
So
It was a really confusing movie for him. He thought it was like Inception for him.
Right. It's too many Irish people.
That's another good plane movie. I don't mind Inception on a plane, the way
Yeah.
Matt Nolan intended.
Yeah.
Chris.
Oh, sorry, Chris. Matt
on.
Nolan. Oh, Matt Nolan is a friend of Dave's from college that we name check in the movie. Matt Nolan. We put a lot of our friends' names. We just named every random character like one of our friends' names
That's
in
right.
the movie. So that's really fun.
That's fun for them.
Shout
They get
out to
see
Matt
that.
Nolan.
Yeah, Matt. Great director.
Yeah. One of my favorite directors of all time. Can't wait for Oppenheimer.
I do want to see that.
Oh, yeah, me
That looks
too.
awesome.
Guys, in all
Yeah.
seriousness, Chris
Yeah.
Nolan. I mean,
Ah, yeah.
I mean, come on.
And
What are we doing
Oppenheimer.
here?
My
Are
dad
you-
read that book and never shuts up about it.
Yeah, that's like a real
Oh.
dad book.
Real dad.
Any,
book. It's this
any
thick.
dad book. It's like, have you read LBJ, the 6-part
Yeah.
series? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Read Robert Moses, The Power Broker. All right, let me pick it up. 2,000 pages.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
It's
That's
this
the
thick.
kind of book where I'm like, I'll see the movie. Can't wait to
Yes.
see the movie.
Yeah, I'll Wikipedia.
Yeah. Can we get a doc?
Right.
A doc makes it easy.
Is
Love
there a
a doc.
podcast based
Yeah.
on that book I could listen to in my car?
I am listening to this podcast called Founders. Got to give a shout. It's amazing because it just goes, Coco Chanel, how she made it, Andrew Carnegie, whatever.
Ooh.
And the amount of bad parenting that leads to success
Yeah.
is really a through line.
Yeah, well, you have good parents.
Ah. No, they're good eggs.
I've met your parents. They're
Yeah.
good people.
Nice people, very
Yeah.
nice. But
Yeah.
the molestings,
Yeah.
I'm still hurt. But
Seems like they worked out for you.
yeah, that's true.
They knew what they were
Could have
doing.
gotten this unwrinkled shirt. But yeah, nice people.
Good people.
But yeah, I'm sure Oppenheimer was diddled. Is my point.
Yeah. No, do you look at like Howard?
I'm just going to sit with that.
The silence is this
think he's
one.
dead.
We'll have a
I
good
think it's
silence breakdown of this.
How dare you?
Oprah, Tyler Perry. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah, a lot of bad childhoods.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you see a biopic, you're like, "Fuck, man."
I know.
Why is that so? Why is that always?
I just
the
watched
case?
the Pamela one.
Oh,
It's in there.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
That's
I
a
gotta
diddle.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell it was going to be dark, and that's why it's before
know.
bed. I can't do the before
It's
bed
heavy.
dark.
It's
Yeah.
heavy.
I've been going light.
Yeah. She's having a nice little resurgence, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see that.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Watch
It's-
it for sure.
It's well done.
Are you is rom-com like your top genre for film?
This is going to sound crazy, but it's rom-com and horror, I think, are right at the top for Dave and I both. And it's like, he has always liked rom-coms, but I feel like more and more I've brought him around on the rom-com side, and he is like a horror fiend and has brought me around. And I mean, when I was a teenager, I loved horror movies, and some of my favorite all-time films are horror thrillers like The Shining,
Sure.
Rosemary's Baby. I was about to say Sleepless in Seattle. It's like, I mean, you know,
It is a horror to some
woman
guys.
hears the guy on the radio, stalks him, hires a private eye, like watches him outside his house. Silence of the Lambs, great.
Oh, one of the best.
It was on TV. This is why I love cable, by the way, because
Yeah.
I stopped having cable for years, and I was like, let me just get cable again.
Oh,
and,
It's like
yeah.
the radio.
I'm
'cause
into
you
cable.
never
my
know what's
brother's
gonna come
over, and I
on.
was like, let's watch the last 3 scenes of Silence of the Lambs. Great 3 scenes.
The other day I'm flipping channels, Terminator 2 comes on.
I love that.
I was just like, well, like, I'm going to settle in.
Yeah,
Now I know what I'm
yeah.
doing this afternoon.
There's a couple where you got to leave it on, like
Gotta leave it on.
Shawshank,
Yep.
Casino.
Yep.
You know,
Casino is like a 3-hour violent
Casino
music video.
and Goodfellas
It's great.
are both on that list.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, they're doing the oneer through the restaurant.
My
Gotta
ex was
hang out.
my ex was younger than me,
The
so I
water.
had to. I remember we saw The Irishman. She just had never seen
Robert De
Good-
Niro act in a movie. She's like, is that the guy from Dirty
She saw The
Grandpa?
Intern. Yeah, I mean, no, but
Intern.
she'd never seen Goodfellas or Casino, so we saw that she also just wasn't a big film person. Her dad was super strict
She
growing up.
sounds great.
Well, it didn't work out. But the point
it's a
is,
shut-in.
she saw that first, and then you go back and you watch Goodfellas, and then you watch Casino, and she was like, all these movies are the same. Not true. But that was a takeaway.
I mean, I hear where she's coming from,
There's
and then I
similarities.
feel for her that she started with Irishman because then it took
Yeah.
away from her
Agreed.
experience on the other two.
In Casino, he's a Jew.
far
That's
better.
different.
That's true.
That's really different.
That's
What a
something else.
stretch.
Yeah.
Well, the stretch was an Irishman. We tried to kick that guy. Remember
I
that
know.
scene? Oh,
That
that
was
was bad.
rough.
The Jussie Smollett tape was more realistic than that with the aging.
They couldn't get. You can't get a
The
younger
aging
actor.
thing was weird.
Yeah.
It was not. They were talking about how much money it cost, and I was like, "Well, it didn't work."
I know.
Maybe you should spend a little more. Even.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess people want that star power, you know? You want the De Niro name on the poster.
yeah, I don't want to see some young actor playing young De Niro. That's bullshit.
Yes.
Dude, although,
a lot of
you know
young-
who could have done it really well?
Shia LaBeouf?
The guy who went to prison. The kid. He played his kid in Bronx Tale.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
He went to. He was on
Pull
The
him up.
Sopranos too. You know what I'm talking. You know.
I know who you're talking about.
He
Very
plays
Italian
his son
looking.
in Bronx Tale. He kind of looks a little De Niro.
That's him.
He looks De Niro-y.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But he's maybe even too old.
Lilo
Wait,
Brancato. What did he go to jail for?
I think he killed someone.
He's Colombian.
Wait,
Oh,
real
shit.
jail?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
But like, what did they do? You know what I mean?
it's a good question.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
What was
that
he
a
wearing?
joke.
I loved
Again,
it.
now you guys did the silence on me, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good.
But wait, he's not Italian? Isn't that
Attempting to break into a home. It sounds accidental.
Oh, I thought he
Yeah.
killed someone. I feel.
Well, yeah, he did, but it was
Well, self-defense.
accidental.
You know, it's like when LL Cool J beat that guy up for breaking into his house.
We don't need to.
Imagine
bring
breaking
LL
into
into
someone's
this.
house
Well,
and
I
it's
thought it was
LL Cool J.
Oh, LL's
that's
someone
gotta
broke
suck.
into LL's
Yeah,
house.
and he beat him up.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was
you-
awesome.
Yeah, that must suck when you're just like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked by a famous dude.
I know. I should have broken into Woody
stinks.
Allen's house. I could have taken him. Yeah, LL's from Queens.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with ladies love Cool James.
Oh yeah, He's an attractive fellow.
He is a hot guy.
Wow.
If you rap shirtless, you gotta
God.
look.
One time years ago, probably 20 years ago, I was so young and it was still like where you could be late for a flight and like run through the airport and make it on your flight.
Those were the days.
Ran onto the plane. I was like the last person to get on, like catch my breath, look. And the first person I see sitting in first class is LL Cool J. And you know how sometimes when you see famous people, you think it's just a person you know because you're so familiar with their face.
Yeah.
And I just was like, hey, oh my God, good to see you. And it was just a deadpan straight face. Didn't say a word. It took me a beat. And then I was like, Ella, so sorry, Ella. Excuse me.
He's like, did I bang her in 88? What is that?
I did that to Catherine Keener once on a flight.
Really?
Yeah. I opened the
good
door.
one.
I opened the door and she was right there, and I go, "I love you," and she was like, "Ah." I was like, "Sorry."
She's
But
great.
but after
she's
she
so good,
shrieked, she
though.
said thanks.
Oh, okay.
good.
I got a thanks after the shriek.
I got like a get to your seat so we can take off kind of face.
Yeah.
It didn't work out well for me and Ella.
Saw Warren Beatty and Annette Bening on a flight once.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they
Oh my
were
God.
bickering.
That's a good one.
Like a married bicker, and it was fun to watch.
That's cool.
That's an
little
on-set
inside
meeting, right?
scoop.
Bugsy, isn't that where they
Is that
met?
right?
I think so.
Is that true?
I think
Annette
so.
Bening stars in my all-time favorite movie and all-time favorite rom-com.
What is that?
The American President.
Mm.
It's her. It's Michael Douglas. It's written by Aaron Sorkin.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's directed by Rob Reiner.
Wow.
It's so good. Michael J. Fox, excellent in it. Okay, Martin Sheen not playing the president. This is like an Aaron Sorkin, Martin Sheen pre The West Wing, where he's playing the right-hand
never seen
man
it.
to
I've
Michael
seen
Douglas's
this.
president. You've never seen it? They
No.
do that dance. She's in a beautiful strapless blue dress.
She's a hot lady.
Oh,
She is
yeah.
I remember
so
seeing The
beautiful.
Grifters, with my mom, and
Full frontal.
Full frontal. I didn't get to see him. I had to rewatch it after
Yeah.
she went
Is
to
it because
bed.
did your parents, when I was a kid, they would just go, they'd go stand in front
Yeah.
of the TV, their bodies. Like they wanted to watch the nudity, but we couldn't see it. They'd block the TV and then they'd come sit down and then we would watch like 8 guys get their faces shot off.
I know.
Like the standard was weird.
Yeah,
it was like don't
hilarious.
see somebody's butt. You might see somebody's butt while they're making out, but now you're gonna watch this person's throat get slit. Like
Yeah.
True.
Grifters is dark.
HBO in the 90s.
Yeah.
I would say the same with Survivor. You know, they're like climbing up a rope and you can see like butt cheek getting blurred, but then they'll eat, dick from a bull or something, or like
Yeah.
Fear Factor. It's weird that we're allowed to watch this horrific guy puking up his guts, but like his
Yeah.
underboob, that'll ruin you.
Either way, though, you're numb. I mean, you just at a certain point, I think you should let the kids watch the tits because that way they'll be numb to it and it won't mean anything.
Well,
Yes.
nudity. It's like, why are we so afraid of the human body?
You're not. I mean,
I am not,
I was not
sir.
expecting that.
Thank you.
That was
I
out of-
love a little non-sexual nudity
Yeah.
in something.
Sure.
I love to watch it and I like to participate in it.
Here.
No. Cheers.
Otherwise,
Cheers.
To an unexpected bush.
It's a fake bush, I hate to tell you.
Oh,
What, a
really?
merkin?
It's a merkin.
Oh!
Guys, when I was working on Glow, I lasered off so much of my pubic hair because we wore these really high-cut leotards. Is this the kind of content you're used to
Yes.
hearing?
Actually, yes, we do like this.
Stephanie's pants.
So now I have to wear a merkin because there are laws about like not showing labia on screen. We didn't want the movie to be rated NC-17.
Sure.
So I
Wow.
wear my little merkin. I've worn that same merkin in a couple films now. It's reusable. Maybe I
Hey.
think 2 and we're out. I don't know if I can do more than 2 movies with the same merkin. Which, in case people don't know, it's a pubic wig.
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen,
Merkin the
get
Magnificent.
your groomer to groom it.
Do you have a little pick?
Yeah, I get my little pick out, a little hairspray.
Yeah. Dave's like, your Merkin's in the sink again.
Yeah.
Never realized how much Sorkin sounds like Merkin until we just said Aaron
yeah,
Sorkin.
Aaron Merkin.
Sorkin, Merkin.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
Sorkin,
All right.
man, he's a beast.
Yeah,
A lot of great stuff.
Excellent.
There was a big president. Remember Kevin Kline was in a president movie.
Dave.
I don't
I
remember
love
that
that's
one
another
either.
great
Great
plane
movie.
by the way.
Yeah.
If I see
What does
Dave,
plain movie mean? It's slightly worse.
No, it actually to me doesn't. It feels like it's kind of a comfort sweet spot. Like The Departed
that's-
is a great
I
film.
love The Departed.
I'm honestly listing most of my favorite movies, but
Yeah.
Dave is the kind of movie
That's
that I
it.
could watch again and again. Oh yeah, Sigourney Weaver as the first lady.
Yeah, the 90s. We
It's so
we still liked politics.
Ivan Reitman, you guys.
Oh,
it's true. But
legend.
now you go back and watch all these movies, The American President, even The West Wing.
Yeah.
It's like an amazing fantasy show.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, of a better world.
We talked about Air Force One last week or the week before, where you're like, that was when you rooted for the president.
Yeah.
Totally.
That was like, you can't make a movie where Biden's just fucking up terrorists.
Yeah.
You'd be like, whatever, dude. I mean,
I would watch it.
you'd watch for
would
about
watch
2
it.
Have a
minutes
bit of an
until he got
Irishman
killed.
situation,
Yeah.
I think, in the action scenes.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
Well, I want to see the one where
would he
Hunter is
land
taken
that
down.
punch?
Give us your laptop. Fuck you, terrorists.
Yeah, that's fun. Ian McKellen is Joe Biden.
I want to see Kamala kicking ass. That would be a good movie.
In her Timberlands.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Stomping. Stomping
Joe.
Never
ass.
seen Dave. He also
I love Dave. So he plays a president impersonator, and then the president has like a heart attack while having an affair with Laura Linney.
Whoa.
A great crucial cameo in the movie. And while he's under, like, the powers that be are like, we'll bring in this lookalike so that we can control the government. But in the meantime, he like falls in love with the president's wife, played by Sigourney Weaver, and he does a lot of good for the country.
Wow, there you go.
So there you go.
Kevin Kline.
Man,
solid actor.
You're like an info button on a remote. That was amazing.
Anything that was on HBO in the 90s, like, I have a real encyclopedic memory
What are the other
about
ones?
it.
What are other top Allison Brie?
I think about like Defending Your Life.
Oh,
with
great. Albert Brooks.
I
Albert
can't believe I haven't
Brooks,
seen
Meryl
that.
What?
Streep.
I know.
I think
You've
it's his
never
best
seen
movie.
it?
No.
You hate it?
No, I've never seen it. I
It's
love Albert
incredible.
Brooks.
Never
I got to
seen
see it.
It's so high concept and creative.
I know that
great.
it's one of my
high
friend's
concept, but
favorites.
it's very grounded considering, like, when you tell
Yeah.
people the premise, which is
97.
when you
come on.
die, you go to this place. It's like limbo. It's like a holding port before you would go to heaven or wherever, or go back to Earth, right? And you have to go through like a trial where they show clips from your life, and you have like an attorney, and they decide whether you'll go on to heaven or if you have to go back to Earth and do it again.
Yeah.
And these two fall in love. But it's like Albert Brooks, of course, was like a really shitty person. So all the clips from his life are like of him like falling off a roof or like, they're just all doing like not the best of things.
Right.
And Meryl Streep is like saving her kids from a burning building and stuff like that. It's very sweet.
Great movie. Really.
It's a great movie.
I've heard a
lot of heart.
lot about it.
Rip Torn plays his
love Rip
attorney.
Torn.
And
Yes.
he's really funny.
Oh, yeah. And I got to rewatch it. He had what was that one about the road trip in the RV? Oh, I think it's like
Is it
touring
about
America.
Schmidt?
No,
Oh.
something about America, on the road in
Oh,
America.
yeah.
It's
What's it
incredible. It's just so many great jokes. I think he was like a ad man, and he hates, having a cubicle and being in an office. And he said, "I'm going to travel the world."
Oh. We love to quote Rip Torn
Larry Sanders
from the Larry Sanders
Oh,
show.
the
best.
He gives a great read of a tough titty. That is like my favorite Rip Torn quote.
Yeah, he's incredible.
One of my favorite Rip Torn quotes from that show is when Larry Sanders finds out that Alec Baldwin fucked his ex-wife, and he's on the show, and he's like, I can't interview him. I just having these images of him fucking my wife, and the worst part is she's on top. And Rip Torn goes, lazy bastard. She said he's got his back no matter what. I love that.
That is
Yeah.
a perfect show.
Perfect
That's a great
show.
rewatch.
I've
rewatched it probably 5 times.
Every episode, and the people who pass through are incredible
Yeah.
also.
Hey now.
Stiller, Garofalo,
Oh yeah,
Dana
Bodenkirk.
Carvey, yeah.
Odenkirk.
Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
That's
Chappelle.
Some are playing
Yep.
themselves, and some are just playing like office
Right,
writers and
right.
interns.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah, Jay
Yeah.
Moore.
I wonder who wrote that episode, by the way. I get to bang Sharon
Here's
Stone.
what's gonna happen. Yeah.
That show needs a pickup. I feel like it's not on
So
the network.
Oh, you mean just to put those episodes? I thought you meant like a reboot, and I was like,
No,
we're
well.
missing a pivotal element.
Yeah, good point. I don't
But
think you can
that should
recreate
be
it.
on.
But
Well, it's probably got to be on HBO Max, right? Wouldn't
It
you be
is.
able to watch
Oh, is
it on
it?
HBO?
Okay,
Oh,
okay. I didn't know
if they
that.
removed it, holy shit. No,
I just saw it on
Holy
YouTube. I rewatched it on
shit.
YouTube because I'm such a fan.
No, it's on HBO.
Okay, all right.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HBO Max.
I'm Allison Brie for HBO Max. We've got the Larry Sanders Show, all episodes of Sex and the City, including the 2 movies.
Are you a big
It's one of
Sex and the City
I'm
person?
a huge Sex and the
The
City.
original show was incredible. I didn't love the later.
The movies went awry, and the reboot you know, I don't want to look. I love them. I'll watch it all. I watched all the reboot. I'm in here. I'm down for the season 2.
I watched it. I'm married,
but it's not quite the same. I still love to go back and watch the old original episodes, which talking about aging. They don't all age well, but what I find amazing about it is I
think all the women look beautiful.
Oh, okay. How dare. That's not what I meant.
Even Kim Cattrall, who wasn't in this season.
But the jokes, that show in one monologue will have like the cringiest line that like doesn't update well, and it will be followed by like a really prescient, you know what I mean? There's like an episode where Carrie dates a bisexual.
Whoa!
And the whole episode is like, oh my God, I mean, he's bisexual. And I said I was okay with it. And her friends being like, why? You're not okay with it. And it's like, there's lines like that. But then she'll do some monologue that's like, what even is gender? Like, won't there come a point where we don't even need gender at all? And you're like, wow, Sex in the City ahead of your time.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, she's like, oh my God, they want me to kiss a girl. Like, what am I going to do?
That was a pretty good Carrie right there.
Thanks. I was half-assing it. I could do a better impression.
That was pretty good.
But I won't. As I like to tease you. I love that show. Nothing but love for that show.
Great show.
No, it's a great show. I remember seeing Kristen Davis in a coffee shop. I was in 7th grade, and I watched the show because I was like, oh my God, this is like New York. It's like shocking.
Yeah.
And I remember I was with my basketball team. We just see her in a diner, and I was like, I've seen your show a bunch. And she goes, you're too young to watch. I said, oh yeah, then how come I know your husband can't get hard? And I got everyone in the diner, big laugh in the diner, and she goes, all right, I respect that.
Wow. That was the sex.
I proved myself.
Yeah.
What a little rapscallion you were.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, I told it right to her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty cool. And then the waiter came up and said, your credit card declined.
They said, sir, it's 18 or older in here.
Yeah.
You have to go home to your mommy.
What are some other Allison Brie recs, like top movies, shows, like stuff? I mean, I love that you love Larry Sanders.
Wow.
Yeah.
We quote
Larry
it constantly.
Sanders. I love the show Dave on FX. Do you guys ever watch that show?
Yeah, our friend is on that show.
Yeah, Santino's on it.
Oh, yeah, he's
the ginger.
great. Yes, he was in a movie I was in, The Disaster Artist, that my husband Dave was in as well.
It was great, yeah.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah. Great story, Mark. The guy who shoots Dave, the cinematographer, shot our movie. He's tying it back
look great.
around.
Yeah.
See her movie. It's on Prime.
Somebody that I used to know on Amazon Prime right now.
That's right. On Friday. It goes up on Friday.
Well, no, it'll be out by then.
Out now.
Yeah.
It's out right now. Watch it now. What else do I love?
Are you watching Last of Us?
Yes, we are. Oh, I love it, but we're behind. Don't spoil
Okay.
it. We've been traveling, so we've only watched the first couple episodes. But
Have you seen 3?
No.
Oh, it's breaking the internet. Are you watching this?
I haven't.
All right, I
I did read that people had a problem with the landscape
Wow.
or something.
A couple
the
people,
terrain.
but the praise is more than the hate.
Oh, good. Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. I'm loving it. Love that. Obviously, we loved White Lotus.
Sure. You got to watch these shows if you're single. I mean, that's all you can talk about on dates.
I know. I get that.
What are you watching?
Favorites, I mean...
I went on a date the other night, and a woman took out 4 vape pens on the table.
No,
woman took it and she
4.
Like, was she sharing? Like,
Yeah, she was like, try these. It was like a white trash wine tasting. It was kind of fun.
This honestly sounds like a great date.
It was kind of fun.
Were they like weed vape pens?
No.
Oh, never mind.
No, it was like menthol, lemon,
this is weird.
banana. I was like, oh, just try it.
I don't
when
like
you're drunk,
it as
they're kind of
much,
fun.
but it is actually, yeah, that's kind of fun. It's very sharing spit. Did you guys
That's
make
true.
out after? It was like the preamble.
No, I went for it and I got cheek. And here's the fucked up part.
Cheek after sharing vape? You
It
got
gets worse.
cheek?
She put her ass in your face?
She was.
I got cheek and a little bit of butthole.
That's a vape.
But yeah, a lot like a vape, eating bud.
Yeah.
Sober, disgusting, but after a few drinks, not so bad.
Doesn't
Smells-
taste so bad.
You can't do it on a plane.
So it wasn't like the Wet Hot American Summer piece of gum that means like as soon as it touches your mouth, you're gonna just make out.
No, you know what? This is the weirdest part. She kept telling me that I felt like she was fucking with me because the whole time she was like, I don't respect men that don't like just go for it. That was, it went like
That's
a
a tough
monologue
one
about
these
that.
days.
Dead eye contact, like
And I
locked
was
in.
like,
I don't respect men that don't just go for it.
I put my consent forms in my pocket.
Then
I
you
was like, all
leaned in
right.
for a kiss, and she fully cheeked you.
Me.
You went for it.
But then
That is
said,
a
let's
mixed
do it again
message.
Monday. I was like, what, get blue balled? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I
Are
said
you going to
it
do
was
it?
lovely.
You said
Nah.
absolutely.
No.
That's the worst vape flavor, Blue Ball. Damn, that's tough.
It was weird.
But now you're probably going to see her again.
Nah.
All right.
Whoa.
Did she have
No.
a vape holster?
It wasn't like an amazing date to
Whoa.
begin with.
Okay.
There were other problems.
Yeah.
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 The 4.
Jeez, when did this turn into my therapy session? I'm
Yeah.
All
sorry.
right,
guys.
well, I didn't know you were a vape
Did you feel like
apologist.
she wasn't, meeting your needs in an emotional way?
I'm never home anyway, so it's like it doesn't make sense to. I'm home like 2
Definitely.
days a week, and then when I'm home, I'm just like, the date is a risk. When you're home 2 nights a week and you go on a date one of those nights,
And if it's bad.
if it's a bad date, you're like, I just lost half the
whole
week.
night,
Good point.
At home.
You lost 8 hours.
I can tell that you're not really in the space. That you're not open to it fully.
I'm open to
You're
it.
Not in the
Don't listen to
headspace.
Allison Brie. I'm open to it.
when you meet the girl that you like, then it'll be
Maybe.
worth it. You'll
Yeah,
be like,
that's right.
yeah, I want to make that time.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
This makes me sound more attainable, so I think unattainable rather. So
There
I
you
like
go.
this. This is good.
He's so busy, but like if you're the right one,
I just don't have any time.
Are you addicted to vaping now?
I'm addicted, dude.
Well, you smoke cigarettes.
No, I don't.
Come
do?
on.
When I'm drunk, I do sometimes.
I mean, me too.
No, not really. I'll
Who
like
doesn't
two.
smoke when they're drunk or when they're in Paris?
Exactly.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Good point. Or on a plane.
Totally in the bathroom.
yeah, quick one.
Hey, folks, it's hard to keep up with a supplement routine that comes with a bunch of different products. I hate it. Just start with one, AG1 by Athletic Greens. It's the morning jumpstart you need. Just scoop, shake, and have alongside your morning coffee. I'm hooked. I drink it every day. I know you're hooked.
Dude, I got extra and I take it on the road.
Yes.
This stuff's keeping me from getting sick on the road.
Same. It's tons of vitamins. As I throw a bunch of packets in my suitcase. 75 vitamins and minerals and a major boost to your gut, mood, energy, skin, hair, and nails. AG1 gives you increased energy and mood support, making it easy to live your best life. If you're looking for an easier way to take supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 travel packs with your first purchase. Woo! Go to athleticgreens, one word, .com/drunk. That's athleticgreens.com/drunk. Check it out. Woo-wee! Bad habits can follow us through life. Fume is on a mission to help you break those bad habits. Fume isn't a vape, so it's not filled with the harmful chemicals that come along with them. Fume is a natural diffusive device that uses plants like cinnamon and peppermint to help you trade out your negative habit for a positive one. Love Fume. Gotta get on it. I hit that puppy at the house every now and then after a long day. The flavors are great. They got all kinds of fun stuff. Fume's new version 2, has an adjustable airflow dial and a magnetic end cap. You always have something to do with those busy hands. Uh-oh. The easiest way to stop a bad habit is to switch to a positive one. Fume is designed perfectly to do just that. It's Fume's goal to make switching easy and even enjoyable. They have thousands of 5-star reviews from people just like you who've successfully when other solutions just didn't work. Head to tryfume.com and use code DRUNK to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. The Journey Pack comes with 3 unique flavors and the new version 2 Fume to help kickstart your positive habits. That's tryfum.com and use code DRUNK to save an additional 10% off your first order today.
You can't afford to waste a day stuck on the couch because of a few drinks the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Z-Biotics is the answer we've all been looking for. Z-Biotics pre-alcoholic probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. Look at this stuff. This is the stuff right here.
That's the real deal.
This is good stuff. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle through rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. It's designed to work like your liver, but in your gut, where you need it most. Drink Z-Biotics before drinking alcohol. Drink responsibly and get a good night's sleep to feel your best tomorrow. Give Z-Biotics a try for yourself. Try it tonight. Go to zbiotics.com/drunk to get 15% off your first order when you use drunk at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with a 100% money back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, They'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/drunk and use the code drunk at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, ZBiotics, for sponsoring this episode. I've tried this stuff. It really does work. It's good stuff. My buddy Sammy Compliment turned me on to this and gave it to me, and they ain't cheap. But they work. And how much is your day worth to you?
Good point.
And with this promo code, a little less. So
Here. I was actually at a restaurant in Tribeca with my lady, and a woman came up to me and goes, "You do that drunk podcast. You got to try Z." And I was like, "All right, beat it, yo, kook." And look, here we are. So there you go. When my cat's healthy, they're happy. And that makes me happy. I got a big old fat Maine Coon, and that thing shits like a rhino. So you got to have your pretty litter. All right. Thank God Neil's not here. But I don't always know when they're healthy. Pretty Litter changes colors to help detect early signs of potential illness in my cat, including urinary tract infections and kidney issues. I really use this stuff. I swear to God, I'm going to get a handy later when I pull up with this big bag of litter, because my lady loves this stuff. We tried all these different ones. This is the one. Your cat's annoyed. Your cat's anti-Semitic. The colors change. It's great. Pretty Litter Super Light Crystals base also minimizes mess and dust. Plus, the crystals last up to a month, which means less scooping and fewer trips to the garbage can. Pretty Litter ships free to my door in a small, lightweight bag. I never run out of it. And I don't have a container of litter taking up space and stinking up the joint. Pretty Litter helps keep my cat healthy and keeps odors down. You and your cat are going to love Pretty Litter as much as we do. Go to prettylitter.com/drunk to save 20% off your first order. That's prettylitter.com/drunk to save 20%. prettylitter.com/drunk. This is the best litter.
Now.
You seem risky. I mean, you're nude in movies. That's
right.
risky.
Yeah.
Well, that's based on my life, too, because I used to love to streak in college.
What?
And
Really?
in my adult life, and last week at the hotel before the premiere.
We met you at the wrong time, I feel like.
I know. What the
I'm
hell?
still streaking plenty.
okay.
All right.
Now it's on camera. You can enjoy it anytime
true.
on
Pull it up.
Amazon Prime.
No. Wow, you streaked in college. That's exciting.
Well, I went to an art school, Cal Arts, and clothing was optional everywhere but the cafeteria. So like nudity was very much encouraged and supported.
Whoa.
For art.
Yeah.
I will say, it's not like kids were going to class naked all the time.
Sure.
But there were naked kids in every class.
No. But there was at all of like the school functions. That is a really small school, and there's kind of one main building, and at all of the functions that took place in the main building, there was always the naked guy who came in shoes and a necklace. He came, and he also attended the party.
Wow, that was the principal.
So there was that guy. Mostly people were naked at the pool, and it wouldn't be uncommon to see people, it was an art school, and I think they just wanted everybody to have that artistic freedom. It was not uncommon to see, like, between classes, you'd walk past somebody doing some art installation where they're nude and like painting their body in chocolate or body paint.
Right.
So I like to run around and streak, and I thought it was funny. It made my friends laugh. Also, we had like a very risque Halloween party.
Oh, I bet.
Where people would go naked in body paint, or like my freshman year, I was a sheriff. So I wore a cowboy hat, cowboy boots, little like frilly underwear, and some sheriff stars taped to my nipples. Complete costume.
We got to go back to vaping. This is too distracting.
Tried to
blushing.
channel that in the movie. Sorry, guys. It's the mimosa.
I have a sheriff fetish. So you really hit the
I
nerve.
didn't even realize.
Yeah. You play an Eric Clapton song, I'll get hard.
It's really just Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
I did have a mustache too, so
I'm into that.
it was natural.
I love Greek
Mustache.
women. But I was Woody for Halloween one year. The Toy Story.
Oh, cool.
Not the erection.
We did that one year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was us.
And you were Buzz?
I think I was Woody.
Oh,
and
you were
Buzz.
Woody. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
we know what it's like to
Great
dress up
story.
I was trying to
We
relate
showed
to
some
the
balls.
cowboy. Yeah.
Cool story, Mark.
Dude, you're getting negged by Allison Brie. What the hell?
Well,
All right, guys. Other movies we like.
I like this.
Tarantino.
Yeah.
I feel like I always rewatch now that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is on cable a lot, I've been
Great.
watching that.
That's another one in the rotation.
Every
Leave it
couple
on.
years, I like to go back through the full Tarantino catalog and just watch them all in order. Excellent.
I still love Hateful Eight. I know it gets a lot
That's the one I haven't
bad
seen,
love,
yeah.
but
You've never seen
No,
it?
maybe I'll watch it tonight.
it's
Actually,
long, but it's good.
It's long. I saw it in the theater, and they did like a full, like a real intermission where music played, and we all went and like got a snack, and that helped. Like, I think I liked it much more because we actually all got to like go pee, refresh our popcorn and candy, and then come back for the back half.
I think a pee break is necessary. Some of these movies.
Well, these days, these 3-hour movies go up on Netflix. I'm like, who's watching this straight through?
Oh my God! At home,
I'm watching
Come
it
on.
over the course of multiple nights.
Do you still go to
Totally.
the movie theater?
Yes.
Good.
I
All
love
right.
to.
I do
Yeah.
too.
But I don't have a problem with movies going straight to streaming. Case in
Amazon
point,
Prime.
somebody I used to know.
Well, I
streaming
feel
on
like
Amazon Prime
comedies
right
don't
now.
hit in the theaters anymore.
Well, it's a shame. Yeah, at the box office, I guess they don't. And it's a bummer because comedy and horror, not to bring it back to my two favorite genres, are the best to see with an audience, right?
Exactly.
And
Of
if people,
course.
like Dave and I have been traveling around and watching this movie in some theaters, and it's so fun to hear everybody laugh. And even during like the serious moments, right? To hear people give like a, like a, oh no, is really fun. And horror movies, we just saw, maybe the last horror movie I saw in the theater was Barbarian.
Oh, that was
So
wild.
good.
So good.
That was so fun to see in the theater because it just makes it more fun. It honestly makes it, I think, slightly less scary.
Yes.
Because you're along for the ride with the whole audience of like, you're not like watching it at home, like, Barbarian's gonna get me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Barbarian's coming out of the closet.
Right. And I watched that with a big group. And when have you seen it?
No.
I don't want to give too much away, but when her jugs came out, everybody was like,
jugs.
"What?" It was like a collective, huh?
Where would you rank like her jugs compared to my jugs?
This is good.
Well,
If we're doing like a jug off.
I would say hers are a little more longer.
Sure.
Yeah,
Hers are
yeah.
longer. Okay, good.
But-
Good review of mine.
Yeah, you're
Not so long.
You're doing great. Yeah.
I have no basis for comparison, but I thought they looked excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, great
Thanks, you
can.
guys.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't gay,
Yeah.
you know.
Thank you.
The movie theater is so I don't go enough, and I gotta get back into it.
Yeah.
'Cause I do love it still.
It is really fun. It's fun. I love seeing movies in the
It's
theater.
great.
I just saw the Banshees of Inisherin with my mom in the theater, and that was like a good theater watch because there's like a lot of discomfort. I like it's a good one to see. It's a funny movie. I mean, it's dark as hell, but
It is, and it's beautifully shot, which is why
Yeah.
it's fun to see on a big screen.
Yeah.
I once saw the movie Unfaithful starring Diane
Oh,
Lane
that's
and
a hot
Richard
one.
Gere.
I've seen it a bunch of times. Selected parts only.
The first time that is a hot movie.
Yeah.
The
Oh
first
my
time I
God.
saw it,
What's that guy's name? The hot Hispanic guy? Sorry. Keep going.
what is his name? I
He
know
is
it.
something else.
He's so good. Olivier Martinez.
Oh, yeah.
He may be French.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
He's got
Maybe both.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
The first time I saw that in the theater, I saw it in the theater with my dad.
Oh, no.
So I couldn't fully enjoy it. And I don't know how that happened.
Were you sitting on his lap, too? Jesus Christ. That's brutal.
Right, it wasn't my birth dad. It was like my daddy. My zaddy.
Jeez, yeah.
We did full penetration during the movie. It was great.
That was a hot movie.
That
hot.
movie is so hot. When he fucks her on the stairwell.
I know.
Am I allowed to say
Yeah, of
the
course.
F word?
It's a curd.
When
Oh, in
he
the
fucks her on
bathroom?
the stairwell. Oh, the bathroom is great, but the stairwell is my favorite one because he pulls down her jeans just enough,
Right.
not too low. That ass is popping.
Oh, it was Merkin level.
Yeah,
It was
just under the
perfect.
merkin.
Pull it up.
I mean, but I like it because of the performances, the grounded performances, and
Yeah.
the character arcs.
I saw Species in the theater with my mom. What?
There you
brutal.
go. Now we can relate.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
all. You've seen that?
Oh yeah,
It's
but
all
not
banging.
in a long time.
It's a silly movie. Michael Madsen, Natasha Henstridge.
Yeah,
But it's just
It's a lot of full frontal because she's just like, check out the specimen.
Yes, exactly. It was.
I made my mom see Exit Wounds with me, and I feel horrible about
I've never
that one.
seen that. What is that?
It's Steven Seagal and DMX. It's one of the worst. And let me just say, DMX
I like your mom for being open to that.
He blows them off. He blows Seagal off the screen. DMX had some acting
that
chops.
I believe. Oh, yeah.
It's such a bad movie that it's good.
Oh,
it's one of those like over the top pieces of shit.
Sure.
Wow. The crazy thing, I saw Brown Bunny in the theater with my mom. Just kidding.
We watched Two Girls, One Cup on a family reunion.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Brown Bunny. That's a good pull. Gallo?
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Chloe Sevigny.
Oh, yeah. She's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Her and Natasha Natasha
Natasha
Lyonne.
Lyonne.
Yeah, I put them in the same kind of fun, weird
definitely.
blonde gal.
They've worked together a lot. I feel like they're close friends too. And they're also like early aughts icons.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Remember Slums of Beverly Hills?
So good.
Nude, full boobs.
Oh, good.
Leon.
Boobs and Bush.
No, but I don't think there was a bush.
Okay.
Just saying.
That was
Well,
what
now
you did
you
as a
know.
kid. You would just try to find which ones had.
Yeah, it was pre-internet porn.
I mean, Wild Things was big. That was a big one.
I mean.
Come on.
That was shocking.
Come on.
And then Kevin Bacon's, was that his real dong at the end?
I believe,
hope so.
because it was not perfect. So I think they wouldn't have a fake.
You didn't think it was perfect?
I didn't think
Well, it was like
I've
him.
seen
It
a lot
wasn't
of dogs.
perfect, but I'll be damned if it doesn't get the job done.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I'd high five him.
Yeah.
Solid
High five
dong.
that dong.
I mean,
Just
Yeah.
give that dong a
It's
little
no Jason Segel.
tap.
Now that's a dong.
I
He is a good
mean,
dong.
Great, pull
He
it
likes
up.
to flaunt it. He likes to
He
flaunt it.
really does. Yeah. He's a
There's
fan.
a lot of confidence there.
Yeah, you can't write yourself into a dick scene. That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
It's
And
confident.
It's
Chris
confident.
Evans too. I feel like that was leaked. That
Oh,
feels
I don't
too
know that.
perfect.
I'm not
What?
familiar with the.
Oh, he's got a beautiful,
Pull it
beautiful
up.
hanger.
Oh wow, Jason Segel.
Could have done a sit up there, Siegel. You know, I know you're happy
He
with
was
your dog.
focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah. But hey, he's doing great. He's sober.
That movie is but that's a great rom-com.
Great
Forgetting Sarah
rom-com.
Marshall. Yeah, that one's so good, so funny.
So
Yeah.
funny. What year was that? Because that was kind of
It's like 07 or so, 06
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh wow.
2013 is when things kind of stopped being
Comedy,
fun.
it bums me out that comedies don't do well like they used to. I mean, I feel like a lot of those people who would pay to see comedy movies are now just like, I'll go see stand-up or I'll go see something
Yeah,
else. Which, thank God for that.
That's great.
But at the
Yeah.
same
But everybody
time,
wants to watch comedy at home.
Yes.
And then it's cyclical because it's like then the studios don't want to put as much money into the comedies.
Right.
So all the comedies become more indie comedies, which is great, but that's why then they get sold to streamers. It's like the cycle just
point.
keeps going on.
but I do miss a big comedy like The Hangover, or
Something About Mary.
Bridesmaids.
Well, but the
or-
reason
yeah.
they were big is right because they had those budgets
Yes.
to them, and they could really like blow shit up and make them look big and expensive.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, you're right. But they've had to go independent. But
Yeah.
I see shit on TikTok where I'm like, this is funnier than anything I've seen in a movie theater
I
in
honestly
10 years.
think that's why. It's
Yes.
TikTok and YouTube, and people can watch funny and people's attention spans. They're like, I'm laughing so hard watching this 2-minute video,
Right.
30-second, 15-second video that they don't want to go see it, but it's a bummer.
It's a bummer.
Comedy movies, man.
We were
I grew
watching.
up on
We were
that.
watching something about Mary on the tour bus, and
man.
we were like, and we were howling.
It's amazing.
We pick movies where we're like, oh, you haven't seen this movie yet. My friend James has never seen something about Mary.
Crazy.
So we watch it, and watching
Wow.
him howl at the scene where he's just beating the shit out of the dog.
Oh my God.
that was
It's
insane.
so
Like,
good.
to go that big and to
Yeah.
and to just fucking nail it.
The commitment. Talk about also saggy boobies.
Yes.
Like, there's a great binocular
Yeah.
mislead where he thinks he's going to see, he switches to the heavier binoculars as Cameron Diaz is changing
Yeah.
his shirt, but he comes up on the neighbor.
Yes. Yeah. Magda.
Great. Magda.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Gross
Fairly
out with heart
Brothers.
is
yeah.
a good recipe for a big comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Matt Dillon stole that for me.
Oh my God, the teeth alone.
We watched the extended version because my friend, I had it on DVD, but I couldn't find it. So he downloaded it illegally, and it was an extended cut.
What's in the extended version?
Everything they should have cut. It was weird.
Oh wow! Like you're
because-
like, I do not
Do they show
appreciate
the
having this
zip?
stuff in.
No, but there was
okay.
one scene that they
That's a
cut
great scene.
where you see some of them in the credits, where you're like, what's that right there?
Oh, sure.
That shit they cut. So there's one where Matt Dillon on the date with Cameron Diaz, he walks her to the door and he goes, can I touch your boobs? And she goes, okay. And it's just him squeezing her boobs.
Really?
I'm like, it falls so
Just
flat.
Matt Dillon on the day, like, could I do a little improv in the scene? I'm going to just improv something. Were you going to yes and it? Cameron, are you in?
Right.
Yeah, it usually is that way, right? Whenever you watch the extended cut or something like that, and you're like, yeah, I see why. There's a reason this stuff made the cut.
Whoever edited this, I'm like, they fucking knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
Right.
They found the good stuff.
Well, I'm such a Seinfeld psycho nut that I have the DVD box set thing that came out, and they have all the deleted scenes, and they're all horrible.
Are
They're
they?
so bad, which you're like, oh, it's weird seeing. You're like, oh, these guys are human.
Even the Seinfeld deleted scenes
Yes,
are bad.
it's-
And again, yeah, you're like, maybe we shouldn't put the deleted scenes out.
Right.
Just let it live beautifully.
I
don't
know.
As I say that, I'm like, there's a couple scenes in this movie and the last movie that I like wrote and produced. A couple of my favorite scenes that we ended up having to cut just for time, not because they weren't playing well or anything, but it was more just like story-wise, it didn't make sense. Like in this movie, we ended up cutting a scene with me and Danny Pudi that came at the end of the movie, and everybody loved it. And it had like a great joke in it, but it just didn't quite make sense. It just didn't make sense for the plot. Do you know what I mean? It was like everybody a little bit. And it also was like too much. Yeah, I guess it was probably because once we wrote the role for Danny and once we got him on board to do it, then of course we wanted to like add even more stuff for me and Danny to do and have like a sweet moment between our characters. But like nothing's resolved yet in the movie. And you're like, what? They're like leaving down the hall so happy. And then in the next scene, she's really depressed. Like it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, that's tough though when you got to cut
Some of your best stuff. And it's tough for them too because then you have to be like, we cut the scene, then when we shot it, it felt so good. We all loved it,
Yeah.
It's hard to, but it's also nice. I think for me, it's nice being on the other side of the camera and realizing how little of that has to do with you, right? Whereas like early days acting, you're like, oh my God, they cut a lot of my scenes. I guess I suck.
Right.
And now you're like, oh, it's not about me. There's so much other stuff going on.
Totally. But, we're artists, so we still
and also,
take it personal.
because also sometimes it means like you're bad.
For sure.
Exactly. It goes both ways.
But the dramedy, the fact that it has to, I mean, if it was a pure comedy,
We would have left it in.
right?
Yeah.
But you know,
Good point.
But it's also good to know when to pull back, right? Like you'd rather leave people wanting more than being like, that was a really long comedy. Right? Like,
I love a
don't
90-minute comedy.
I
Good
don't.
point.
Yes, we're clocking in at like an hour 45 with credits, which means it's actually like an hour 40, 41.
Sure.
I feel like over 2 hours for a comedy, I'm always a little bummed.
I agree because it tends to fizzle out.
I also feel like I'm that way on the road. If I do like, I see comics will do like an hour 30 sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's
yeah.
a fucking lot to ask of an audience.
Wow.
And an opener and a host.
And an opener. I keep my show.
90 minutes
My
of
opener does
comedy.
25, and I'll do usually like an hour 5. I'm like, that's like a 90-minute show.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a little more sometimes if it's like if I'm trying to work things in. But I do think like there's something to a tight show because you're asking a lot of a live audience.
Yeah, definitely.
To laugh over and over, that's a lot of energy.
I mean, I guess it depends how much stuff, if you're like working stuff out, if you're sharing personal stuff. I think about like Mark Maron. I feel like when he's on the road, sorry, I have a little mimosa burp. Excuse me.
Hey, you want another one?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll wrap. I'll do one more.
I'm okay for now.
No pressure.
Yeah.
There's Molly in this one.
Oh, well, in
helps.
that case, anything could happen. I know I've seen Maron definitely live a few times and we worked together on Glow.
Right.
And I love his comedy. I'm really excited for his new special. And I
Looks
feel like
great.
It looks so
Yeah,
good.
that
And I feel
trailer
like
is awesome.
he
Oh,
will talk
really?
about doing 90 minutes on the road, but maybe no opener, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And Maron's style of comedy, because it's so personal and he's dipping into some serious stuff, I feel like that I'm more into the length is okay because it feels like you're watching like a one-man show.
Yes.
It's like the Berbiglia.
Exactly.
It's one step away from the.
It's
from
almost
the Berbiglia
conversational. It's like we're all in this together. It's interactive.
And each of the audiences maybe feel kind of special that they're like, ooh, I'm seeing some of the inner workings, and maybe not all of this is going to make this special, but I'm like hearing the intimate stuff.
And his style is very venty and you know, it's like
ranty.
I connect to it a lot. It's that like Jewy.
I love it.
Even though I still feels like a New Yorker to me, even though
well, he cut his teeth here.
Yeah.
He'll always be. Yeah.
I think he grew up in Arizona.
He grew up in Arizona, but he's got family in Jersey.
Oh, there you go. That counts.
Yeah.
He has an East Coast vibe though.
He really
it's
does.
the pessimism.
Yeah.
Cynical.
Cynical.
Yeah.
Angry.
But his early stuff, his early album titles are so funny. They were all called like "Tickets Still Available"
or Not Sold Out.
Not sold. They were all like the most negative.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that.
Do you do, this is a dumb, I'm not in Hollywood question. Is this a myth or do you guys really do the focus group? Like the, what do you call that?
To test the
a
movies.
Test show, yeah.
Yeah, we did a couple test screenings. Oh my God. Well, because of COVID, you know, we shot this in 2021, so it was still sort of COVID-y stuff. And I guess we only did a couple test screenings for this movie. And the first one we did over Zoom. You guys.
Hate the Zoom.
Okay, Dave and I were separate from one another, so I was on location in Colombia for a shoot. Dave's in LA. The audience doesn't know that we're on the Zoom also watching.
Oh,
and everybody is logged into Zoom. So they're watching the movie on their computer. They like get prepped beforehand and they're asked like not to go to the bathroom and stuff. They have to really sit through the movie. And we're watching them watching on their computer. And it is the worst thing I have ever experienced in my goddamn life.
That's brutal.
Let me tell you, I've sat in on test screenings before. Here's how people watch a comedy in a test screening live in the theater. A joke happens and they go, and on a Zoom, a joke happens and they go,
we did Zoom shows. We know.
Right? There's like a nod. Maybe there's a nod. One woman like had a baby on her arm. It's like people look. It's not even saying anything about the movie. It's like the natural state of like, think of what you must look like when you're just like watching something on your computer, resting bitch face. Like you look bored.
Of course. And the pajamas, the double chin.
Oh my
they're
God.
eating.
They're eating.
I'd rather watch Jeffrey Toobin. That's a Zoom.
For the first like 10 minutes of that, I was texting Dave. Oh, thank you. Just being like, this is the worst experience of my life. Like, why are we even doing this? And then I will say, also, you have pages and pages of Zoom people watching that you're scrolling through.
Oh, wow.
Eventually, we just had to hone in on a couple that were actually giving great reactions. You go like, go to page 5. There's a great woman in the upper left corner.
Jesus.
I know. And then we did one live screening in LA, but I couldn't be there. But Dave said he enjoyed it. And we actually did a little additional shoot after doing those screenings. So like they're helpful for sure.
I think for comedy it is essential.
Brutal but helpful. It's nice to know what's even for the story, to kind of know what's tracking and if there's one thing that's not landing.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like you want to sink the landing at the end and like are people connecting in the right way for that? So like it was helpful.
Yeah, I mean, our whole job is
focus grouping. I mean, you think about the road and when you see a comedy special and it's a little loose and disjointed, I always think, oh, that's a comic who didn't do the road.
Yeah.
And then you know, run it through the mud. So I'm a big believer in focus grouping for
Let's take
comedy.
the air out. Let's find those, because also when you're sitting with an audience, you can tell when you feel uncomfortable that you're like, uh-oh, this is a moment we're taking too long, right? It's lagging. Like I can read based on my own body chemistry that something is awry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's great about being married is the sexual.
The body chemistry.
Well, the focus group has been done sexually.
Yeah.
So I know what not to do, what to do. And then you stop having sex. But, you know.
Not me.
Pull it up.
Yeah, there's something about those Zoom shows when we were doing during the pandemic. We'd have to do these shows on Zoom. They were the worst experiences because of what you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember one of them.
Feedback is nil.
They're type, but sometimes they would type feedback.
Oh, God.
I'd
So-
be doing sets. One woman wrote, "This new stuff is just horrible," and then and I was like, "Well, I have to address that now." So I'm like going back. I'm like,
because
"Yeah,"
everyone can see it in the chat.
And then someone else is like, "Fuck you, bitch," and then they start going at each other, and I'm just like,
Getting heckled in a Zoom
Yeah.
chat
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
It's like performing on Reddit.
Yeah.
That's like what I felt like I was doing. It was awful.
At least you can hit mute, I guess, on the mean lady.
But then everybody else sees it.
Yeah,
you got to address
good
it.
point.
No,
yeah.
she wasn't. She was typing it. She wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Brutal. Sorry.
No,
That's-
it's-
that's
Also,
rough.
there's a delay, so it's like 3 jokes ago. You're like, oh, you didn't. Oh, I see, you didn't like that one.
Horrible
Yeah.
experience. And there were those psycho comics who would say things like, "I actually like the Zoom shows," and I want to be like,
Crazy.
"Quit!
Yes, go do that then.
Don't do. Yeah, be a Zoom comic.
Yeah.
Doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and there's nothing worse than bombing in your home.
yeah."
You know, you can bomb at a club, then go home and be like, "Ooh, that was rough." But now you're at home. Now you're in the same room
It
after
just
the computer
sullies
turns
your
off.
whole house. Has
Yes.
the bomb stink on it.
It does.
Exactly.
So you have to find a new corner
Right.
to do your next set in on your next Zoom.
I got to change that background.
Yeah.
You know.
Do
bring a
you
new
think
lamp
you're going to
over here.
continue to make projects with your husband?
Definitely. It's honestly gone so well. We have, in fact, there's a couple things that we have in the works already that I won't say any more about.
All
but like
right.
we kind of started writing something recently and like signing on to another thing to do together. So yeah, we love it. Mostly, I mean, this sounds really corny, but mostly we just like being around each other. We've spent a lot of time as actors having to shoot things and be apart for months at a time, and that sucks. Like when we make stuff together, we bring our 2 cats. We're like our own little traveling circus. It's great.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
And if you're writing with someone you love and know, you can be honest. If you're writing with someone else, it's
Totally.
kind of like, oh, I hate that line, but I don't want to get friction.
I don't know. Actually, I feel kind of 2 ways about it because I've written 2 movies with Jeff Baina, who's another director so we've had the same dynamic of like I've written with him and then I star in the movie and he directs it, and we've actually made 4 films together. And I feel the opposite. Like, because he's a friend of mine, I'm more just like, we can be super blunt with each other about all this stuff. Like with my husband, I'm like, should we
interesting.
just in the way that we speak to each other about notes? Except Dave always knows because I'll be like, because why do I have to preface anything I don't like with like, honey, I love you. You're the love of my life. He's like, just say it. What did you like about it?
Right.
Sweetheart, love of my life. On page 47.
That is cool to have that, though. You just get to work together. That's another part of our life that, like, we're never home. you know?
True.
It truly, yeah, makes a difference just to be together and be around each other. And I think also because we watch so much stuff together that we have the same tastes and sensibilities. Like, it's not often that we're disagreeing on story points or dialogue. It is funny. Every so often you'll get real, I don't know, one of us gets like really attached to a character, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll get all fired up. She would never say that. He's like, calm down. That's fine. We can change it.
Still can't believe Dave wanted to cut that great Pootie joke. But, well,
Yeah.
geez, we gotta wrap it up.
We're
but
getting the signal.
Big Al, you're a mensch. This was
yeah.
great.
Aw,
Thank
guys,
you.
This was a lot of
thanks
fun.
for having me.
And,
This was so fun.
Yeah, watch Allison's new movie, Someone That I Used to Know, on
Somebody I Used
That
to
I Used to Know.
Know.
I'm sorry, on Amazon, and it's really cool. I mean, and you're great, and
Yeah, the acting's great. It's a great story. You're gonna love it. And,
Yeah.
Full frontal plus Merkin. So check it out.
check it out,
yeah,
folks.
awesome.
Thanks for
Thanks,
coming
guys.
Thanks, you guys. This is great.
in. All right.
Are we? Mark, can you stop doing that for a sec?
Sorry.
All right.
I came.
I'll be in Mark came and I had to witness it. It sucked. Salt Lake City this week. There's a 6 show. It's pretty much, I think it's sold out, but it maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. Check it out. Atlantic City added a show. Huntington. We added a show in Royal Oak, Michigan, and Minneapolis. I hope you come out. Madison, Milwaukee, New Haven. Added a 5th at the Wilbur, so please check that out. That's coming. Miami Beach added a late show. Added a late show in Orlando. Added a late show in Ponte Vedra, whatever the hell that city is. New Jacksonville, I think. Atlanta. Charleston, Durham, Charlottesville, Norfolk, Washington, D.C., Late Show, Wilkes-Barre, and Port Chester. SamMorril.com/shows.
Hey, we added a Friday show in Chicago at the Vic Theater for the special taping on March 17th. Come on out. We'll get as many sets as we can and film all of them. Spokane Comedy Club, just running the shit out of this set. Skyline, we got 8 sold out there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm going all in.
Appleton.
4:30 on Friday, then at 8, then at 10:30.
You're doing a hooky show.
Hook, yes, exactly. So come on out to that. The Funny Bone and who knows where. Toledo. Yeah, not bragging.
One of those.
What else?
Toledo.
Dayton. Oof, really running it through the mud. Laugh it
They
up
got
at
great meth
Poughkeepsie.
in
Yeah,
Dayton.
that's true. That's
Get your
true.
meth. Great meth and barbecue.
Yeah.
Funny Bone in Perrysburg, Ohio.
I think that's kind of Toledo or Dayton. It's all the same. But yeah, Levity Live, Oxnard, right outside L.A. So come on out, marknormancomedy.com. Get a bottle of Bodega Cat, get a cup, get a mug, get a Stephanie, and
BodegaCatWhiskey.com, folks.
Can I plug the Matt Ruby special that I haven't done
sure.
that?
Go for it.
It's called Substance. It's on Matt Ruby's YouTube page.
Yep.
We had Matt Ruby do 4 sets over 4 weeks. He does 4 different substances. He does 1 show high, 1 show drunk, 1 show on mushrooms, and then 1 show sober. And we documented the whole thing.
You cut out the part where he does 1 show on autoerotic asphyxiation?
No fentanyl?
So Matt Ruby on YouTube for that.
Check it out, folks.
check
Stephanie, you
it
want
out.
to tell the folks anything? What's your grinder?
It's public.
Yeah.
Stephanie D. Barney on Instagram if you feel like checking that out.
All right.
Stephanie, you're going to be involved more next week. This wasn't a fair audition shake because with Allison here. We'll do it for Neil.
Yes, for Neil.
Neil Brennan.
Yeah, he's worthless. All right. Thanks, folks. Comedy.